Do we have a... There it is. We've got all the notes from the sensor that we're going through with, we needed 9 successes, difficulty 9, we've got 6 so far, so we still need 3 successes on that, which was an investigation.
And you did it for today, I believe. It was the first thing you did in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh. Good. Oops. Hello everyone, I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinia. This is the Electric Metropolis video game tour, and today we are going to be playing another episode of Lex Arcana Susurros Alienorum, as we follow after the Contabarum of Lex Arcana, investigating strange things happening in the province of Iberia near the Lusitania Mountains. So, you had just met with the priestess of Valeria in the Memoria Obita and gotten some information and come into possession of a horn of mystical and esoteric nature. Currently on the road outside of the temple. What do you do on this fine morning day? Well, mid-morning by this point. No, you traveled a bit from Augusta Emeritus, so probably like midday, noon or so.
So what now?
Oh, and there's also that cult with the, what is it, a mountain and a goat all around town. Oh, the local worship of the reborn, the repeatedly reborn one. Julia's late husband wore the emblem, although we don't know that, I don't think.
No, you don't. I do.
Stylized,
But
yeah, stylized eyes and a goat on a mountainside, worn by rich and poor alike, like the Christians. Oh wait. There's something about ghostly voices, missing servants, and the ghostly voices match a certain patrician. Julia, dun dun dun. Literally what my notes say.
yeah, if memory serves, somebody else in the party had heard that.
Yeah, I think that was in the briefing from the censor. I don't know who recognized the voice. I just wrote Julia's voice, dun dun dun. So, and apparently there may be a large, like a century's worth of brigands.
Right, I do remember that. We could start by trying to find out more information about those ghostly voices.
Yeah. Were those in the like city or in the mountains, GM? My notes aren't really clear about where those ghostly voices were heard.
Voices in front of me.
So also, we might want to talk to Gaius Plancus, who was the father of the person who brought the horn to the temple and the former chief engineer of the aqueducts.
Supposedly the voices are those whispers. Linger in the mountain. People passing through and they'll hear it.
Okay.
Which is also where the bandits are.
Right. I mean, we could go into the mountains and try and make contact with the bandits one way or another, but, I think that winds up with us potentially way outnumbered and surrounded and in a bad spot.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do that until Tiberius is back available. What if we go and interview the aqueduct engineer?
Okay. Yeah, so let's head back and see if we can find Gaius Plancus. Or where we might find Gaius Plancus.
Give me a bit of... I'll call this Denatra to kind of no, better to say Ingenium, to puzzle out where he lives. You don't already have a set destination in mind.
An oral? Like, collectively search?
No.
Thankfully, Corvus, you're able to ferret out that from the map there was indicated of a rather nice manor just off the main road, and you had encountered an old man who seemed to have been put up with by the locals to some degree. So that's likely where he lives, because if he's retired, he has his own little plot of land because he worked for the state. So he's doing aqueduct work as quite a big job if he was managing it.
Yeah.
It's actually not all that far.
Excuse me. Well, let's head that way then.
After a bit of riding and arriving at the manor house, you see that it is a well-to-do bit of farm, well-built household. There's a very simple pathway that leads off the road over the hills to this manor. And you can see some very basic farmland and some orchards set up. And you can hear the rumble and noise of a workshop within the walls of the manor. As you ride up to the gates, you find yourselves greeted by a servant of the house, dressed in simple tunic. Excuse me, can we help you?
Dealing with people is all you, Yulia.
Yeah, sorry. Had something in my mouth.
Oh, you're good.
Well,
We have business with the master of this house. I understand he used to be a aqueduct engineer.
And who may I say is calling after him? He does not like to be disturbed unless it's of some matter of importance.
Tell him Yulia Rufina calls on him.
He kind of stares at you for a few beats, because Yulia is a name that most people know. It is a well-known patrician family, for obvious reasons. So there is a beat of, wait, really? Give me a society roll. It's pretty low difficulty. It's just a matter of sounding like you are who you say you are, not sounding like you're tired. Because you have been riding for a bit.
Does decorum apply here?
Yeah, you act as...
Sometimes seem like who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beat does not last long, and they quickly duck their head at you and race off to go get him. Even as they are going away, there's already people coming to lead your horses into the compound and get your horses cleaned up, and you're offered water and some brushes to kind of beat down your clothing to get the travel dust off, all that. Like, it's presumed by the servants you're coming in. There's no... They don't see any way they could refuse a patrician from visiting. Unless their master's particularly ornery, but they'll let him do that.
I mean, that would certainly be his choice if he were to do that.
It would certainly be a choice.
But...
What is all this? Who's bothering me? Whispers in his ear. What? Yes? Oh, it's you lot again. What?
It's always so much easier when we can show our badges.
We have some questions for you about the horn.
Horn? I don't make any horn.
The horn that his son had. Your
Yes,
boy!
The one that your son
What
had.
business is it of yours, patrician? You come to pay me my fair due for his service to the Empire? Or are you here to satisfy your academic curiosity? This is my house. I will not be bothered by your random queries.
Neither. I aim to do my own service to the Empire.
And along the way, find out why your son was killed and by who, old man.
And what do you want? Who are you?
I'm with the lady. And mind your tone around her.
Well, I see you are quite late for my passing son. Find it strange you ask after him. Suspicious, even. I have a mind to report you.
Feel free if you wish to impede us in executing our duty.
Duty?
And I'm going to try to
Duty.
basically shut shut him down on the reporting us side of things. After all, I'm a patrician. I don't have time for this kind of sass.
You did a society.
Command apply?
Yep.
Basically gonna give him the line of, like, we can do this the easy way and just have a civilized conversation, or we can make it uncivilized and the choice is his.
You are giving me debello. You're intimidating by that sound. You haven't identified. You just identified some traveler who's demanding he answer questions. So you can threaten him. That's debello.
Actually, rather command him, if that's possible.
He has no reason to follow your orders. You don't own the land, and you don't work here.
Negotiation, then. Sooner he answers our questions, the faster we'll be out of his hair.
I'll take that.
Cool. That works for me. Aha.
Fine. What is it then? Shoo! Don't get get everything set up. We can answer the questions out here. Servants look very uncomfortable because they know he has certain rights, but he is pushing his luck decorum-wise. He seems unbothered by his audacity. Even though you don't own places around here, the Yulia family could make this guy's life pretty difficult if they really put their mind to it. There's probably some Yulia out here. Just not in Augusta.
Yeah. Fortunately for him, I'm not, shall we say, one to hold the grudge as long as I get what I'm looking for out of the equation. So, that being the case, I'm going to ask if he knows how his son came. How did your son come upon that home?
My son was doing his duty hunting down brigands in the north. I told him that he was wasting his time, that if the powers of Augusta Emeritus weren't willing to send legionnaires north, his investigations would prove nothing. Not without a bleeding dagger or campfire dust. Instead, he returned not to his superiors, to me. Watched my son bled out where you stand, holding that damned thing.
Did he say anything of how he came upon it?
He only said who to get it to, how important it was. He had traveled long, bled much for the Empire. God's knowing how he traveled so far.
Why was he so determined to get it to the priestess? Why not the governor or the censor or even one of the official cults. Priests or priestesses, if that's what it took.
We are a local family. Long have we tended the works of the city, country. And though we have not found as high office as the Lady Rafina here, we remember the sacrifices we make. And I knew that Valeria would see it to the right. So did he. The cult, and all its imperium and its safety it's given us. Rome is far, and the gods, though heard here, sometimes fall silent when it is Iberian blood shed rather than Roman.
So your son was mortally injured by the bandits in the mountains? Did he name any names?
He told me of the horn. Told me who to give it to. Died trying to do his job. His duty.
Duty.
If you wish to purchase something to honor him, I'm sure there are many good engineers who will take your coin in Augusta Emeritus. I don't make such things anymore. I am sure it will loft your family's prestige to honor someone who died in service, and maybe you could see fit to make a donation to the Memorial Vita. Take in the local sites. Honor my son's grave. I see no real reason for you faraway travelers to dig at my ache.
Do we want to maybe have him dismiss his servants and reveal who we are to this guy on condition of secrecy? He might be more forthcoming.
Might be a good idea. Yeah,
If we think he might have something.
I agree. I will look over at him and say, maybe speak somewhere more discreet. I have further matters to discuss, but my duty to the crown prevents me from discussing it in the open. And you would understand more of why we must cry, as you put it.
He stares at you for a beat, and you can tell in his body language, he looks like he's about to ask after your bona fides. Sort of like a hand about to outreach towards you, that questioning look in his eye, and then he just kind of stops and just waits a half beat as he looks at you, narrows his eyes, looks at the servants. suppose it would be rude not to offer you some local spirit. Come on, then. All of you leave us be. Get back to your work. What are you all gawking at? And he starts shouting at them, and the servants are happy to get well away from this conversation.
It's a great conversation. Rude servants.
Tiberius guards your horses for a while. Also just takes a beat to kind of just relax for a bit. As he's restrained himself from probably trying to kill or threaten the old man.
Yeah. Making friends.
He leads you inside his abode and takes you to where some cushions are. Despite this being a place where one would lounge, it does look like there are various bits of tablets and scrolls hither and thither in various flat surfaces. He does come around to pouring some minor cups of some wine for people to drink. There's no he doesn't bring any servants. He just kind of very casually pours 3 cups and sets them out, 4 cups and sets them out, and grabs the 4th one for himself, of course, to lounge a bit. Rather rudely. He is technically supposed etiquette. He should offer you guys to sit down just out of politeness, but he seems eager to be sitting again. Alright, you have your wine, you have my secret company. What bona fides do you have? No one's that curious without some power behind them.
I will present the bona fides of... I will present our bona fides of the Lex Arcana.
Our diplomae.
Yes.
Oh, by Mars left nut. Oh, what is this? As he looks at it, just rubs his forehead. Sets it down on the counter, on the table. Just drinks his wine a bit.
Oh, big shocker.
We believe your son's death may be connected to a forbidden cult.
Well, let me guess. You're here to investigate the secrets of the cult at Agina and all its evils.
No.
No. You? Really?
Yes. In fact, we spent a very pleasant morning with the priestess Valeria. Just talking. She was very forthcoming. I believe, should you wish to inquire at some point, that she would confirm that we are not here to harass her or the members of her cult.
As far as I'm concerned, their practice is tolerated. And folks... Sorry, please go ahead.
It's quite the opposite. That I would even say that whatever cult that is that we're dealing with is very conveniently going to be put onto her if things go south. And that would be not good.
I nod.
We're not agents of a governor looking to save face for foolish decisions. We're not a contubernium looking to make a name for ourselves and rise rapidly. We are here to investigate what may or may not be the rise of a different forbidden cult.
Besides which, I will say, if you had heard anything of us, you would know. We're not the sort to confine ourselves to only those investigations that are convenient to our betters.
Which makes our lives much more inconvenient, Corvus mutters.
I nod.
That horn you have. It is of a special interest. Because it isn't just any old horn. I guess you would have figured out by now.
Yes.
I nod.
If you follow the darkest lines, those lines that don't catch the fire's light, you will see, rather annoyingly complexly, trails, a map of the mountains. I would guess that it leads where either somewhere where these brigands or cultists, I don't know, may be going, where they are, what they're interested in.
I will hand. Who has the cone right now?
Oh,
Is it Clea Eclipso, I think?
Yeah. I'm the other
Perhaps we should have you take a look at it for this. You certainly have more of a mind for maps than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I can try.
What would that roll be to try and decipher the map? I'll ask Plankus if we can borrow paper or writing material.
I'll call it Denatra. Because you're trying to, you're now that you know it would have been decent to kind of find what he's talking about without him to see if there's anything secret. But he's told you what to look for and how to find it. Now it's a matter of, okay, let's make it into a map that's useful to us, and we're not just reading the horn every 5 minutes.
I mean, I will help you basically with the
I will
it down, so I will roll as well.
Cool.
I will try to help, but
Say again, sorry.
See if navigation, maybe under Denatra.
I'll take it.
Okay, makes me a little bit better of a chance.
the gods will have to intervene for me to be of much assistance, but I'll try. Hey!
Sweet. Let's try this combination, see how badly I can roll.
Come on.
Jesus.
Come on.
Holy crap!
More.
Or I should say Juno.
Did it roll properly or not?
There's the end.
Yeah.
10.
10. Pretty decent for somebody who has a dice value of 3.
And then 16.
We did good, okay?
Yeah.
He just did better.
It is
I
kind of my
did
entire
amazing to
shtick.
me.
Yeah, you did. I mean, that's how I should roll for Denatra, but most of the time I'm really like, 6.
So the map, as I pull you up here, indicates you're right. Some trails that go through these mountains here. After comparing with against the map and figuring out where these lines lead up to, what the little markings mean, you're able to compare it to the map you already have, and you're able to figure out that these seem to be some sort, and especially with that roll, I'll go further and say that you know that these look to be old like mountain trails that before the road really started cutting through. Because this probably would have been the main way to get, even when the roads weren't here, way back when in the age of the Republic. Before, these roads would have been already a thing. Like, these were main trade roads. These would be for getting up into the mines, high up in the mountains. And then there's a drainage that comes from some sort of large structure up here. And it would have drained down this way to here, and the watchtower is probably built here to catch some of the water that came down off the mountain as this, like, they're more simple aqueduct. There's a major one now that comes off of that comes down like this way to Augusta. So this was probably there was probably an old aqueduct that went this way that eventually was disused, not used as much and stuff like that. Especially since it's a lot easier to build like this way or this way. So this is like,
and
yeah.
Oh, so I'm assuming like here, and here are all trailheads where it begins.
Yep.
One of which is right by the old hunting cabin / Maximinius's retirement home.
Yeah.
Okay. That is super helpful. I think we're going to be heading into the mountains after all.
Yeah, which explains why his son was able to make it out in one piece, because...
Yeah. But we know we got attacked from out of the hunting cabin. So I would guess that those are also the tracks that the brigands are using, which makes a lot of sense. So we're going to have to be kind of stealthy.
So
you twist and turn it and take your notes. Have yourself an addition to your map.
Nice.
If you hadn't done this, you would have had to keep up. You'd have to check over and over because it's not easily readable,
Right.
without applying it to a map. Or what probably happened for his son is that he would have known the area enough off the top of his head that he could have navigated it on his own. But you're not from here, so there's no way. That would have been something you would have to actively work at. But now that you have it on your map, you can check. It'll be a lot easier.
I only got the text from the thing when I tried it. It was so good, interwoven.
And these look like trails that have been there for a long time. Like this looks like an ancient trail.
Right.
So I have a question.
No.
If I'm wearing my armor,
Mm-hmm.
is it visible that I'm of the Legion?
What kind of armor do you wear?
I'm wearing the mail armor.
Sorry, folks, I'm just adjusting better.
With the weird buffed version that we found in that cube.
Oh, you have one of the special armors that you found. You look like a mercenary outlander.
Okay, good.
You
But
look
a very shiny one.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. So
that's
it's
kind of
so I can basically wear that when I'm on the road. Without being too obvious. Maybe we could wait for another night so I could, heal a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds good. And honestly, might be somewhat more dangerous, but we could always move through the pass at night. Might help us be more stealthy. And I also have a new Indigimenta that will help with that.
You went for the useful one.
Well, there was an awesome one that was Poseidon anywhere near water that was just crazy, which is probably my next one.
Oh no, I've taken the Apollo one, the normal ass Apollo one. Of recharging my magic batteries.
Why would you ever need that?
At the moment we're actually fine, but everything is very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's okay, yeah, if we're gonna... Probably by the time we get back to town, it's gonna be, early afternoon, mid-afternoon,
Around that,
GM.
yeah. That's right.
So we might do some more poking around there and then rest another night.
Yes.
And because I think Tiberius is not quite up to full yet either.
And I am not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm lower than half. I'm at 6 at the moment.
Okay.
So what are you going to do for my boy? Is this all worth it in the end?
God's willing, we avenge him.
Vengeance isn't enough. I want what he wanted. For them to be gone from this place. Their evils to be out from our mountains.
That's what we want as well, so.
Yes. Our goals are aligned.
And you
the
have
information.
a lot.
Go ahead.
You
The information.
That.
The information on these mountain paths may be just what was lacking to let the legions go up and deal with the bandits themselves. Once and for all. Well, until the governor does something else stupid that makes people find banditry more lucrative than farming.
I'd be surprised that old coward doesn't keep everything locked up tight on our side of the bridge.
Speaking of cowards, or those accused thereof, have you heard of a man called Marcus Grabonius? Former legionary, apparently drummed out.
Allegedly over cowardice?
Grabonius?
Now,
Oh, I know him. He was a braggart. Always using his connections to get where he needed to go. And as right and just as that is, he says, over at Yulia with a roll of the eye.
I raise an eyebrow and say nothing.
The gods and men saw his mettle when he did nothing achieved nothing, but to come back unharmed. When he tried to pretend that he had achieved much, his lie was found. The only reason he wasn't crucified for his cowardice was by Maximinius's intervention. Connections get one far. Much as I hate to use them, I cannot see how a young man can trust those connections so vigorously rather than his own hands and his own mind. Or women, for that matter. Waves dismissively at Calypso, now finally recognizing you're in the room. I have an old bat like that.
I just ignore him.
Praetor intervened.
That's
Why-
the title it is now.
Why would he have intervened on that?
Did Scribonius have something on him, or vice versa? Or does anyone know, or guess?
Or is there some family tie?
The Scribonius family long been at the right heel of the governor's family. Governor's family has profited much from Maximinius's fortune and glory.
Like that, is it?
When in Rome, even this far, all is same. Well, I can't imagine Mars or Jupiter are smiling much on their duplicity. Mercury, maybe.
Ooh. That's fighting words. For somebody.
Even Mercury has its loyalties.
Death makes us all equal in the end. They'll get what's coming to them when it comes. That I take comfort in.
I think that may be about as much as we can get here.
Mm. I think we should be on our way in that case.
One final thing, sir. We are under orders to keep our presence and work here as little known as possible. And so we would appreciate your discretion.
And I am to believe that you seek not glory like others of the Lex Arcana before you? To brag and fancy about?
Of course I seek glory, but I seek my own glory. And I seek glory justly earned.
Well, if you don't want me to cry and holler about your achievements, such as they are so far, I'm not going to start it. The cries, Imperator.
Good. Especially since I have no desire to end up in exile or an embarrassment to the family name.
You can always come to Radio. It's lovely there.
Ugh. Plagueis refills his cup on that note. sloppy
Yeah, says a dude
engineers.
from Iberia. So yeah, back to town.
Yes.
Is there anything else there we needed to... Or should we take the opportunity to report what we've learned about the paths and passes to the sensor and let him know that we are planning to investigate? I get the feeling that's kind of what he expects. But I don't know.
I mean, it's the safest option. It's better than not saying anything and then afterwards learning that it was required.
Yes. That said, shall we keep some of the information a bit closer to our chest?
Probably for the best.
The tie to the engineer's son, let's say.
And maybe where the actual information on the trails comes from.
Let us also suggest we go. Which path do you want to explore first? Actually.
I mean, on the trails?
Yes.
Well, I mean, the bandits came from the hunting lodge. So I'm figuring they came down using that path that the trailhead winds up there. We also know that's Maximinius's cabin, although I doubt there's anything terribly interesting left there. So we could start there, or we could come at it from one of these side entrances and go in that way, on the theory that if they're kind of using this as their main watch house on the road, that it might be best to travel up a bit and get into the trails elsewhere, if we're trying to be sneaky about it.
I agree, and at the same time I think we should suggest to the censor that we may take a different path.
Sure.
Than the one that we do take. On the off chance that whoever those at work here, it seems like they have powerful friends, and on the off chance that some of those friends extend into the censor's office,
right,
we'd rather not leave ourselves open to an ambush.
Right. We should try and see him in as much privacy as possible.
Agreed. I don't get the sense the censor himself is against us, but...
It really doesn't come off that way, but you never know. But lictors have ears, even though they're not supposed to.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, there's still, from the vision, at least 3 untrustworthy people. If we take the priestess and the engineer as the last 2 and the good ones.
Well, and I say we be kind of vague about when we're planning to leave. Like, you know, we're going to check this out tomorrow, but I think my new powers from Diana does give us kind of an edge if we move by night, from sundown to sunrise. And it's relatively inexpensive in terms of pietas. So, maybe we're going to leave tomorrow, and then, we don't really head out till shortly before sundown, and that might throw some people off if word gets to them, or they at least might be worn out and less alert after watching all day.
My God.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good plan.
The good thing is that a lot of the how and what we do has to do with the horn, and if we just don't explain the magic stuff, I think might get us around a lot of information.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, I say we don't even talk about where this information about the trails came from. Old trails, local knowledge. So back to town and report?
Yes.
You begin your ride back to Augusta Emeritus.
Clop, clippity, clop, clop, clop.
You find that the road has been cleared by now. There's been plenty of hours between since you last passed by here that you cleared. You would see some guards walking along the trail. By the time you get to Augusta, you run into yet another an equestrian doing a patrol as well. Likely, as you pass them, they're probably like about the likely intention is that the guards will walk all the way down to the orchards to check something, and on their way back they'll pass the equestrian. So it kind of gives a lot of coverage on the road. Because worst to worst, a couple of legionnaires can usually handle most problems, and the guy on the horse, if he sees something's wrong, he can just ride really quickly and gather and summon a larger force to deal with a problem that they can't deal with. You're not all in war gear, so they have no reason to accost you or slow you down. So, find yourself in the walls of Augusta Emeritus. By mid-afternoon.
Excellent.
Yet another busy day in the city. People coming and going. Your presence drawing not a whole lot of attention, really, other than the fact that you are all, not from here. But then again, it's a big city. There's lots of people who aren't. There are plenty of people who aren't from here. Mostly Iberians and locals of that sort. Obviously, that's more common. But there's the odd Ratian here, the odd Greek here, there, that sort of thing. So your foreignness doesn't draw attention. The horses draw attention, but you're not the only people who can afford horses.
So yes, I guess stable the horses and then make our way to the censor's offices again. Our audience hall.
You boldly stride to his household, or do you try to sneak your way there to shake off any would-be followers?
I think the latter.
De Capore.
Try to be discreet.
De Capore, you say.
Stealth come into play.
To assist with this.
Yes, Tiberius will hit up the thermi. He's an old man. He needs the rest of his joints. Not that he'll say it that way, but
I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't even get to kill anything today so far. He's getting antsy. Yeah. Get some wrestling in.
What Danny Glover was really talking about was working with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I should probably roll for the other.
Yep, now we're rolling like normal.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I don't think we ditched him, guys.
All right. Yeah. So, you get to the house where the censor Gaius Livius is housed currently. The door is shut at the moment.
Work your Praetorian magic. Not Praetorian, Patrician.
Are there guards outside?
No.
Then I guess I will knock at the door.
Hello? Hello?
The door opens, and there you see a person not in full war gear, but they do have a weapon at their belt as they see you there. Gives you a look. Then there is a nod because they recognize you from coming by before, and they wave you in.
I enter.
A lot of you are led to the private chambers of Censor Gaius Livius. I can only imagine how much you could have achieved inside of a single sun. But I appreciate your punctuality and your thoroughness of report. So, what have you found?
I have found that the bandits seem to be using some old trails in the area, known to locals. And we intend to investigate these trails in the morning. Or tomorrow.
How come you buy this information, or is this just a gut feeling or a bit of augury?
Not augury, from the... Pause, considering my words. The knowledge of some of our local sources and contacts led us to this information.
It's amazing what the locals will tell you if you're not coming on strong against their favorite local cult, but instead have enjoyed a pleasant morning with the priestess thereof. Does wonders for one's reputation.
Give me some society to keep Censor guys from prying too much, because you know he's going to want to know names.
Does deception apply? Since I'm trying to kind of fly my own mission.
I'll take it, and I'll give it that extra lick of the fact that you're trying to clue him in that you're trying to hide something, not necessarily from him in particular, but from would-be listeners. Right. So if you fail, it won't be a you won't insult him. It'll just be someone might catch on, or he may not catch on what you're putting down.
All I can do is try to help. And I don't. There you go.
13 will do it. As though Calypso, you may roll if you wish, because the gods might favor you and give you a number.
Wait, what was the check?
Does society?
No.
Right. Well, I will trust that for now. Should a formal report be made and particulars needed, get those as required. So, you intend to look into these, I'm gathering?
We do.
And you
I
are...
will gesture to Corvus to expand on our plans.
He looks over to you. Gestures.
A scouting mission through and along these paths, if nothing else, it may give us valuable information on how the bandits are moving about the mountains and where their main campsites are. I have experience in such scouting for the legions, and if nothing in the Lex Arcana line is discovered, I would at least perhaps be able to more accurately estimate the bandits' number and places where they might be effectively taken on by the legions. And if there is activity that falls within the remit of the cohorts, we will endeavor to learn that as well.
I will remind you, if you are not, or alert you if you're not already aware, that you may encounter those of the Praetor Maximinians in those mountains. And I would urge you extreme caution in any bellicose acts against him and Legion. Unless you have evidence that proves to me this is not a matter of legatus normal, but it's Arcana.
We understood the Praetor to be retired. Is he still commanding active legionary forces, or is merely a legionary bodyguard?
He has private interests in some of the old mines. Duly requisitioned his fellows in arms to assist him in the survey, with the governor's permission. Despite all this, I think this may be the governor's attempt to pry into matters without openly marching the Legion into danger, as I've warned him of. So far, he knows not that you are here, or the Senate's intention, but time will tell as the sun moves. I see no reason to give him more than his old friend Maximinius's curiosities and search for wealth any fuel.
Of course. We certainly would not wish to upset such an illustrious servant of the Empire.
Move with care. Report back what you find.
I nod.
A request, Censor.
I'm listening.
Might we have a little theater upon our exit? Perhaps cloaks could be given us and 4 others. While the 4 others exit from the main entrance where we entered, let us exit in less fine clothes from a servant's or tradesman's interest in another part of the domicile, just in case we are observed.
If you wish
Or are
to
being
engage in such shadow work, I will indulge you.
Wish to? No. Are constrained to by orders from on high? Yes.
He nods at that.
So yes, let's try and see if we can't be more sneaky leaving than we were coming.
Yes.
3 of you sneak out the back side entrances, following the narrow pathways in between buildings.
Yeah.
War gear now.
Oh, you're all dressed in war gear?
I would
No.
go for mine.
I'm still just in that leather armor I bought. Less inconspicuous. Although I'm wearing this, my standard war gear is the same, came from the same pile of armor as Calypso's, so it may not particularly stand out as legionary armor either.
Hmm.
But it's up to you. But I'd stated earlier I'd put on the leather to kind of take more of the guarding a patrician role.
What about you, Yulia? Are you in war gear?
No. No, I'm pretending to look, or I'm aiming to look like the pampered civilian.
As you're sneaking about, I need to check something. You all roll for me Sensibilitas. See if you notice anyone as you break into your new disguise. See if you've shaken off your any possible followers or eyes on the building.
Hey, at least it's theoretically a base success, you know.
Yeah, I feel good about that. Great.
Hey, the
Gods
gods
do not
intervened.
intervene. Nope.
Oh, it's D4. Yeah,
6
you're
is
right.
not my maximum.
Well, on the plus side, as you move your way through the alleyways, narrow streets, Corvus and Yulia, you hear rapid footsteps of many people coming your way. Calypso, unfortunately, you are caught unawares as you have mistaken those rapid footsteps for normal city noise. So you don't know. You're currently the only one who's surprised.
What's heading our way? draw sword and bring the shield around, I guess, unless there's time to take a bow shot. But I don't know.
There'll be no initial volleys. It's too close quarters right now.
Fair.
Which is same for them. They don't get to get an initial volley. Well, oh yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad for really to not be able to do that. But oh, that's what I was checking. I was overwhelming you. Too many people. It was made easier. This check was made easier by the fact that and I forgot to do this for the last one, when there's a lot of people, if it's just one person ambushing you, it's pretty difficult. It gets easier if a bunch of people are trying to get you. So you almost all fail, but because it's more than just one person, there's a chance that's why you overheard footsteps coming, rather than just having to see a single person hiding in a shadow or something like that. Or a monster, for that matter. What is your debello all told, folks? I think it's still pretty high, minus your fighter.
Minus 15, unless I have my... Sorry, minus 16, unless I have my sword out, in which case it is 17.
Okay.
I usually fight using Denatra, thanks to my Scalara's skill. Do you want me to count that instead?
Yeah.
Okay, so 18, 20 if I'm... Well, 20 if I have either a bow or a sword in my hand.
Yep.
7 with a dagger, 8 with a sling.
Okay, so that gives me an idea of how much I'm throwing at you.
Like 3 people. We're 3 people. That's all you need to throw at us. Three people with like wet sticks. That'd be good.
That would be very cool.
Yeah, those are our maximum numbers, but we generally roll 6s. So
You're not wrong.
yes, I have a 20 with my Gladius, but I roll a 6, so
So for cloaked figures have sadly, despite your efforts to be extra stealthy, unfortunately they are far more learned in the arts of stealth and skullduggery than you are. So they unfortunately guessed correctly you weren't going to leave the same way you came, and you'd be under cloak. And they waited until you were some distance away from the streets and the building before they decided to assault you. Thankfully, because there's so many, because it's 4 people trying to very quickly rush you. 2 of you have picked up on the footfalls, so you're not surprised by them. So setup, they outnumber you, so they choose who they attack. They don't know who they surprise; they just know that you are surprised. I don't know whose condition is what. Actually, no, they would. They can tell who's the scarier person they need to outnumber. So we need at least 1 person per. That's just not a question. They have to meet each person. This person could join in or could stay out of the fighting. You're in war gear, so let's not mess around. Who looks more armed? You look like the most armed person after you. Could stay out of it, though. Can I stay out of it? Nah, doubling up on you is a good thing.
okay. Here at the top of the Tempest, I'm going to send Ferox into the face of the one on Calypso. The effects of that are under benefits on my sheet, rather than me reading it to you, unless you just want me to.
What? Where is it? Benefits. An animal. Difficult in combat. Send the bird to hinder. If he's making a range attack, it gets harder. If he's engaged, which he is, his multiplier. Oh, so he doesn't hit as hard. His damage multiplier is reduced. Right. And at the end of each Tempest, he can make a debello roll, and he might. Oh, so at the end of the round, he might just get a free hit and just go pivot round and bap the bird.
Right.
Okay. Oh, and you might lose it at the end of the adventure. You might lose it until the end of the adventure if he kills it. Okay.
Yeah, it's the downside, but then again, if Calypso is surprised, I know no offense, you're not the strongest of us in hand-to-hand.
Everything that separates me from death are 6 HP and 6 armor.
Then you get the bird.
Let's resolve the smaller people. All melee so no ranged happened, and per the errata that I've read, if there were ranged and melee happening, melee happens first, then ranged. It's so you don't break the engagement rules in a weird way, or me, other way around. We will resolve Calypso because that seems the scariest one. You owe me nothing, Calypso. You were surprised. So they just roll, hit a flat number. Actually, no, you're DT0. They're just hitting you. That's unfortunate. But they will hit for less. But there's that. As a bird's. As a bird is menacing him in the face, and he has to swing his sword at him as he's trying to swing his sword, his dagger, at you. As he's trying to gut you. Not as easy hidden as he would like. We're gonna say it's these. We're in the city proper. It doesn't. And actually, I take that back. They seem to have not a dagger, but it looks to be a makeshift club from a chair that they've broken off.
Nah. Bringing a chair leg to a sword fight.
Oh, don't worry, you brought me.
6 would be times 2. It's brought.
The times 1. Yeah.
Times 1.
Drops it by 1.
Oh, they
don't get damaged.
Check something. How much does that hurt? Just went in a circle. Let's try that again. Ah, thank you. Wow. Well, I take this. 2.
Ooh. So nothing.
As they're about to clobber you over the head, and you're completely, you turn and he's about to hit you, then you hear rah rah as his hawk just baffs into his face like ah. He starts swing, and then he still manages to swing and hits you in the shoulder and kunk. Oh. You are no longer surprised because you were surprised for the rest of the Tempest, but no one else is attacking you. So yeah, if you weren't aware you were in danger before, yeah, it's kind of obvious someone's trying to hurt you.
That'd be rude.
Yulia Rafina.
Yes.
You owe me to bellow as they try to menace you.
Okay.
I should have done this. Oops. It looks like that connects.
Oh, yay.
No, they hit you. 9 beats 8.
Oh. Cool.
Do you have a shield that you carry?
I do.
Yeah, don't forget to add that to your AP.
So currently your shield's your only armor because you're not dressed in your armor.
Correct. I have 1.
So that brings you up to
Carry.
9.
So if it brings up to 9, how does the tie resolve?
You add. Yeah, you add the shield to the attacker's what they call attack potential. So her 8 comes up to a 9 as the parry to the defenders.
Oh, I thought you were saying my brain. I was thinking it was armor you were talking about. That's my mistake. In a tie. I haven't had a tie that often. Hold on. Forget. I think it's
a minus. So yeah, so if it's 0 or less, the attack was blocked by the defender. Skip to the next Tempest.
Oh, so it just can't. Neither side hurts the other. They both manage. They deadlocked into each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how I'm reading anyway.
Oh.
Cool. Works for me.
Triple checking so I don't get. Shields can come in real handy.
Shields can come in real handy. 6 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 can come in real handy
Yes, that they can.
Yep. So so he moves up to you. You have time to kind of get your weapon out, get your shield out, and you're able to meet. You try to ward him off, but he's able to, because of his speed and his running, he was able to kind of get a swing in, but you drop your guard down to kind of block with your shield, and by the time you're swinging at him, he's already backed off. So you're kind of in this weird stalemate of trying to hit each other, but neither of you can really get a good hit in. Meanwhile, Corvus has 2 attackers.
Bum, bum, bum.
I have to check because they benefit from ability. Because people benefit from the fact that they fight in groups. They have pack tactics, so I actually get a bonus die to their attacks. I don't know that. Okay, you owe me. They essentially Debella, but you move it to Denatra, I believe.
Yeah, with the Hunter of Men.
So,
And I do have my sword out, so that makes it 20. What combination should
oh, that's a terrible roll. Absolutely terrible roll.
Oh, give me a second. It might not be. You never know. I'll go for this one. It's probably going to kill me. Oh, my God. 15.
By 7.
Nice.
By 7 is times 3.
Times 3.
Very nice.
6 times 3 is 18. Do that one. Picking combinations at random today. 13.
There you are. 13. How much protection do you have? None, because you're a criminal in robe. Thud.
Good deal. However, the next guy does get to add 8 to his swing, I believe.
Yep, but he does not get the 45 anymore because he no longer benefits from pack tactics. He needs at least one other person to be helping him.
Fair enough.
Oh. So not 45, but because he gets 8, 2 more, so 65. So instead of 75, he gets 65 essentially. Wait, no, that's not how math works.
Good.
No, that's not how math works at all. It's 45 and 2d4. That's how that works. Okay. That makes the math.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was on the same tip as you there for a second.
18.
So, wow. Woof. Do I roll again, or do I sit with my 15?
You roll again because it's a new attack.
Oh, right. Okay.
The downside for you is that they chain into each other.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna do 20 again. 18. Wow.
Sure, I'm not. We'll get that. Your roll's the same. Mine might have changed. I think I'm changed.
Okay. Let's do this. I don't know. Just picking combinations at random. 12. Not great, but not absolutely terrible. From 18,
Times 2.
though.
It's times 2 damage.
Okay. Yep. Times 2 damage, you say? Yes, I do get that the extra number, whether he hits you or not.
So with my shield, that would be 14. Does that make any difference to the multiplier?
No, it goes down to 4. So 4 or 6 doesn't make a difference.
Okay. I think I'm just going to take it instead of spending Pietas to roll that again.
Baff. 5.
Okay. Minus 3, so I take 2.
As you do your best to ward them off, the first person you knock down, you're able to turn around and knock away a couple of the attacks, but eventually they're able to kind of stomp down on your foot and make you kind of stumble back a bit, and you regain your footing real quick. or they manage
Fair
to get a
enough.
nice, clean smash to your head.
If I don't get sliced again, I can sleep that off.
All right. Setup happens. You're evenly matched, so the engage. Oh wait, we have to check on Ferox. See if Ferox gets baffed in the face.
I think it's DT9 for the guy.
N is DeBello.
Well, manages to do it. But I think that just puts him out of the fight this time, not till...
Covers after 1 day, so your bird is injured. Not be usable for the rest of the day. I'll slot them back with Tiberius as they can.
Okay.
They kind of they get bapped and kind of fly in a weird way, and they perch themselves somewhere safe, so they can't be attacked anymore.
Excellent.
So they can't change engagements. They could try to run away, but that's something you do as part of the new Tempest. All right, we will resolve Calypso. Do you wish to try to fight this person, Calypso, or do you want to try to run away from them?
Honestly, running might be the better thing to do.
That's a decorpore roll, if that's any better for you.
By 1.
You can do a decorpore versus their DeBello if you're just trying to get away from them.
Yeah, I would like to try that.
Yep. It's 5.
5.
Let's see.
Sorry.
PG by 4, that's unfortunate. Times 2.
Whew.
4 damage.
No damage.
No damage as they try to baff into you, but your armor is catching it.
This armor is my whole combat, okay.
Okay. And the Lady Rafina... I don't know how I want to fight you guys. We don't outnumber you. Just turn sideways. Ooh. Yep. I will note to you, Yulia, in this new Tempest, that after fighting them for a little bit, these people fight a lot better than your random pickpockets. Pickpockets usually are around 2d5 or so. They know how to fight a little bit better than your average person, but this shows this shows someone who's fought significantly. Maybe not as good as a mercenary. They're not that good, but they know their way around. They know where to swing to get around your armor. They know certain tactics to get at you. So they're fighting a lot better than you would expect a pickpocket to be. So, DeBello, unless you're running away, but I assume you're not.
It is much better for me to not, actually.
This person's going to try to skedaddle away, though, from you. Well. Okay. 11. They try to get away, but you're able to hem them in, keep them engaged. Much as they try to make some threatening maneuvers, you have enough wherewithal to kind of keep poking back at them that if they decide to break engagement, they're going to get gutted in the back. So no, they're kind of stuck with you.
Several problems with fighting in a basement. First off, you're fighting in a basement. Right.
Does my attack do damage?
You equaled out.
Okay.
Wait, did you? Because you're shield, right?
So my karma would bring it to 12, yeah.
Never mind. You just hit him. Never mind. You actually do damage as he tries to run away.
Oh, cool. So
Times
I
1.
roll 6 dice. DD6. Yeah, I'll just roll it as a d6. 2.
Give him an... As they try to rush by, you kind of shove them back with your shield and slice at their clothing, noticing that they don't have any armor, so you do get a good nasty scratching in there that gets them bleeding down. They really don't look like they want to be part of this fight anymore, but they're kind of stuck. They can't get away from you. Corvus, your guy's going to try to do the same thing. He does not. The outnumber strategy is not working, so getting away from you seems like the preferable option.
Let's see what we see. I'm going to roll this combination just because. 14 versus 11.
Versus... Oh, wow, that's really good. Not enough, though. 13 is not enough.
What's the D2? Is that just his...
They get bonus. They're it's not a flat... It doesn't match up well. They have a specialty, so they add +2
cool.
the roll.
No, that's fine. I was just wondering. So times 1, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is just a D6 for the... Yeah, I think I'm just going to roll a D6, see what happens. 5!
Ow. They try to run away, but they are... you get a good stab in, and they pitch over a little bit and almost go down, and then they just barely, as you're about to finish them off to get them on the ground and disarmed, they swing their chair leg out at you, and they're able to... You have to back off to keep yourself from being brained. Okay, they're not down. Look, you're not sure how much of that was a feint or how much of that was just blind luck on his part.
Right.
It's like the gods want. It's like Mars wanted him to really brain you there, and you just. Mars didn't like him that much. New Tempest will resolve Calypso. Do you wish to try to run away again, or do you want to stand and fight again? To Bello or to Corpore?
Why doesn't he just run away? Fucker, I tried to run away.
Don't worry, he tries to run away too.
Oh, that's great. Then he can go.
He breaks engagement, you break engagement.
Mutual assured survival. You don't see that in tactics much.
Yeah. See?
They're like running on parallel alleys. They're both gonna turn and run back into each other and have to run in opposite directions again.
Sorry, going this way. Ah! She was following me the whole time. No, you idiot. Yulia, your guy's gonna try to run away, because no, please, that hurt. No, thank you, I'm good.
I will try to stop him.
You're all right.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Hey, that's 5. That is good.
This is not as good as 14.
That's actually a 15. That's actually 15 because of my shield.
Yeah, so that's times 4.
Hilarious. So 6 times 4, I have to break out a whole different dice rolling scale. Let's go with 2d12. 13.
And you end them rightly there in the streets, ignominiously. On their part, not yours. Although you are hiding yourself. Some common criminal. But then again, patricians are known to
I'll
be
search him.
Corvus, however, has his own person to hunt down. We're just gonna try to run away from Corvus, because no thank you. I'm definitely outnumbered now. I don't want to be here anymore. Go away.
Okay.
Think of that beforehand in the future.
I did pretty good. 10.
Oh.
12.
Times 1.
Okay, dokie. These just roll a 6 again. 3.
You slice them across the shoulder as they're able to kind of turn it and keep it from getting them in the neck or in their torso proper, but that still, it does make their left arm kind of drop, aching from the attack. They seem to be in dire straits.
Kind of close.
Now, I'm going to double check if people escaped, just stay escaped. Oh, one thing.
Down the street, right into Tiberius.
One thing I forgot. If you try to escape and fail, the person's multipliers increase by 1. I screwed up on both accounts. But I will make up for that now for you, Corvus, because you should be getting extra damage there.
So
Yeah.
it would be 2.
In my case,
1.
he was already dead, so it doesn't matter.
So I'll roll another d6, basically.
Sure.
Okay. 5.
And that
8.
And that's why running away is bad. Fail at it, you die. And Tiberius, you noticed the fleeing form of Ferox, the bird of Corvus. As you you briefly went into the baths while they met with the censor for a bit, and it was just a short, a quick wrestle, a quick bit of bathing, and then you'll catch up with them after the meeting because you don't need to be there for it. It's a lot of sitting around when you could be enjoying the thermi for a bit. And then you see Ferox's bird. You're able to determine roughly where it came from, and you run into Calypso fleeing from the battle. And behind her, you see Yulia standing over one downed opponent and Corvus over 2. As the 3 of them seem to be cloaked as if in secret. Currently, it is early evening.
By the gods, the one time that I wish to escape to a thermi, you get into a fight.
Yeah.
Wasn't our idea.
Bathing.
To be fair,
please don't.
Well, Mars truly
fair,
does seem to be ill-favored towards me this evening. Blasted.
Well, I wish we could have swapped places.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, nothing. I just don't like it.
No, I mean, here.
Jumped us as we were leaving the censor's house, even though we left by the servants' entrance. Anybody injured besides Corvus?
I am not.
Okay.
Do you want me to...
Yeah, do me a little first aid. That way I
aid?
can be sure and recover everything overnight. I'm only down by 2, but...
Let's see if we hopefully get that done.
Decientia.
Yes.
You're looking at a DT6.
9.
Cool. So what does that heal off the bat? 1?
9. Off of 6, you beat it by 4. You heal 2.
Cool, I'm back up to max.
Incredible.
Oh, no, I'm actually 1 below. I'll be fine tomorrow morning. Let's search these bodies. I doubt we find anything, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go along as well.
Alright, give me some Decientia. This is pretty straightforward. Difficulty number is 3. You need 3 successes, and the difficulty is 6.
Is this investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Explosion.
Sweet.
God's favored you on that one. Goodness.
Nice.
24.
Nice.
Very nice.
3 successes. You're good.
Oh, okay, in that case. Cool. Adam's roll.
As the search goes, it is fairly straightforward to search a bunch of down bodies and puzzle out their origins. They seem to be rather strapping men who look like they've started their time in the works of brigandry and mercenary work, but they've ditched a lot of their war gear and even their weapon, like all their normal war gear, and went to improvised weapons so they could work in the city. They do seem to be locals, but there's clear signs they have been out of the city. but they don't look like they are impoverished. This isn't a move of desperation. This is a move of skilled footpads. They do have a bit of coin in their pouches, and at least... Yeah, you got enough of them. One of them has a rough description of the four of you. And to see that you are given a long journey down the river Annis.
Well, that ended poorly for them.
Yeah, well, let's take that description. We don't want that falling into any city guard's hands. And, of course, whatever coinage. And, yeah, let's move to a different location. Back to the inn or wherever we're at.
And I will note to you, as part of the investigation, just to highlight it, one person did get away, so so whoever sent them is going to be aware that you survived the encounter.
Yeah.
And what weapon do you have? So they jumped you with improvised weapons, thinking you were going to be out of war gear, unarmed, that sort of thing, because that's usually the assumption for normal people. But now that you're in war gear, that indicates something. That will clearly tell them you're either mercenaries or you work for the government in some fashion. Because your average person, your average carpenter or hunter doesn't walk around in war gear. And you fought way too good to be just random functionaries. Whether they know your Lex Arcana, you didn't announce yourself, and you didn't use... I don't think anyone used anything that would seem magical.
Would you mind a potentially scientific question in nature?
I don't mind, but some of the audience might.
Well, yeah. So the handwriting on this note that was handed to them, we've seen the censors, if that's the man we spoke to, I think, the censor's notes that he took. Is there anything reminiscent between the two?
It looks a lot rougher than what a censor would do. Oh wait, you've seen his writing. Have you seen censor's writing?
Yeah, we've seen it. He handed us his notes.
Oh yes, that's right. They are not his notes nor the notes of his lictors, because they all have very practiced hands of doing documentation. This looks a lot like, it's clear enough that anyone could read it, but it's done kind of in a hurry. But even a learned hand can't help. It can't, even in a hurry, still looks pretty good.
Small comforts at the very least. That's fine. Okay, back to the inn.
Have we seen any writing by any of the other officials so far? I don't believe we have.
Not at current, no.
Okay.
Spectre.
No. Then yeah, back to the end. No.
Four of you return back to the inn with an injured Ferox lingering in Corvus's care.
It's a shame I can't sleep in my war gear. After that, I almost want to.
I've had a pretty good rest tonight. Would you like me to keep watch for a good part of the evening?
That might be wise.
Very well. How did your bird manage to get injured?
Let's talk about something else.
Right. I know a few things about beasts. Do you want me to take a look at him? Oh, Corvus must be already sleeping. Do you think I could take a look at the bird?
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted. It's part of his. The bird will be fine in the morning. Basically, in combat, I can send it into an opponent's face, and I did that for Calypso since she's not great in combat and was already wounded. And he got hit, but he didn't get hit hard enough to kill it, so he'll be fine tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Yeah.
Then why don't you get some rest? I'll keep watch for a bit, and, well, should anyone approach? Let's hope they don't.
That works.
Hope for the best and prepare for the worst, as they say.
Quite so.
My thanks.
Yes.
Save
It's
your
very
thanks
weird.
for the morning.
It's raining here, and now it's raining online. It's very strange.
The night rains heavy and
Also
dark.
raining here.
Yeah.
I would tuck in the horn in a way that I'm basically halfway laying on top of it so that someone would need to remove it from at least part of under me to steal it.
I'll increase
Just-
the difficulty if
just
someone tries to steal it
cautious.
from you.
Just cautious.
You've made a special effort to lay on the head, and it's pretty heavy too. So it's something that's pretty hard to. It's not like a booklet or a sheaf of paper. I'm practically curled around the darn thing. Good luck pulling it away from me without me noticing.
So, yeah, Tiberius, the horn had a map wrapped around it, kind of, in its engravings that showed basically the old trail/road system through the mountains before the Romans came, which is what's in purple on the map. So we think, particularly since one of the trailheads is at the old hunting cabin, that this is probably the trail that the bandits and whatever are using. So we reported to the censor and told him we're going to, go scout the trails, see what we can learn. Tomorrow we actually
wear our war gear first.
We intend to go at night just because I have a new spell, whatever, that makes that kind of handy and might make us a little stealthier.
Okay.
Maximinius, the retired praetor, is apparently up in the mountains having some interest in the old mines and has, through his close relationship with the governor, has been seconded some legionaries. We've been told to be careful not to really mess with them unless we have, unimpeachable evidence of Maximinius being involved in something. We did find out that Scribonius, the guy who was pointed out to us as the head of the bandits, was drummed out for cowardice. Apparently, he was the only person to come back from that little campaign. Claimed he'd done a bunch of stuff, and that's why he survived, but then he was proved a liar. But the only reason he wasn't crucified was because Maximinius, the praetor at the time, stepped in for him. He also, there are connections between Scribonius's family and the governor's family going well back, and that those connections were pretty much what Scribonius had relied on for his rise in life. So we got some more connections to things.
What a development.
Yeah, we talk to old people. They know things. If you can put up with an elder, you can learn some things. You have to put up with them.
Only if they notice you on time.
Sure, you may have to edit their oral history or note that it contains blatant racism, but, they know some things.
Yeah, so like I asked, a chance to wear our war gear tomorrow then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am definitely wearing my war gear tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to put back on the chain when we head out. And
no chance that I won't.
And honestly, heading out from the city, kind of, with obvious supplies and stuff for a longer journey, putting on war gear shouldn't be too weird. Because everybody knows there's bandits across the river.
It's just our war gear is like top of the line stuff,
Yeah.
Mine is not. Mine is still the standard Squamata.
You just look rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Chorus now has his stealthy leather armor or whatever. I don't know. When I want to dress down.
So y'all sleep the night away?
Yep.
I will
Yes.
watch over them for a good portion of the night, and then I'll sleep. I'll catch the bare minimum sleep that I need.
Give me sensibilities.
Well, that's too bad. I'm not very sensible.
Everybody or just Tiberius?
Just Tiberius.
Okay.
As you have noticed, I'm not very sensible.
I can take over in the morning hours then, so you get like the last bit of sleep.
Here's a 6. Probably gonna fall asleep with this.
Okay. Watch as the rain falls. Heavy, dark skies. The sounds of the city muted, but some torchlights still on. You know, people still have things to do. It's a city. There's always something to be happening. The inn's pretty nice. It's comfortable. You know, it's not some random mansio, although the mansios are pretty nice. It's no corner inn that you're tucked away into.
Okie dokie. Oh.
Calypso.
Yes.
You awaken with someone trying to tug the thing out of your hands.
God. Can you try to punch them?
So,
Be loud in general. No, I think being loud is the better thing to do. I will not try to punch. I will scream.
well, everyone but Calypso is surprised, as it is a combat that this person did not want. They were trying to sneak around. Calypso just made the extra effort to hang onto that horn. So, it is either DeBello if you want to fight this person, or it is De Capori if you're going to try to get away from them. Warning, they may try to, if they do attack you, you are at risk of taking extra damage.
Let's try to make it a bellow roll.
I try to attack them. They're trying to run away. It's almost like they know they're outnumbered and they'll lose if they actually have a proper fight.
Just hold on to the horn.
They can go, it's not like I want them.
Leap out the window. Scramble across the streets, running away from you.
You're all right, Mouse.
So yeah, Tiberius, you hear a commotion of as you hear Calypso swinging her weapon around, which probably wakes Yulia and Corvus up as you hear the sounds of fighting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, has someone... have I seen the window open? Do I see this person running away?
Give me sensibilities again.
Okay, hoping for a better roll. 8.
Can I evade your notice? I better.
Is that a longbow at the window situation?
Or either that or I sprint for him.
11s.
Yeah, he's faster.
Yeah, he basically immediately once he gets onto the street and starts running, they tuck around a corner. And, by the time you look out the window where Calypso, where you saw where they ran out, you lose sight of them.
Curses. Must have fallen asleep. I'm sorry for this. Curse.
Oh, very. It's all good, I think.
Did he?
Well, if it was all good, I would have his head in my hands, but alas.
Did he take anything?
He tried to take the horn, but I was lying on top of it because I thought that might happen.
This inn is no longer safe. Come, we're moving towards a legionary encampment. That is the only place we should be safe.
No, we don't want to do that.
Well, you don't understand. If we stay here, they know we are here.
Well, we're leaving tomorrow.
You wish to stay here for the night?
Oh. we can't move closer to the legionaries because we're keeping a low key, and we're trying to not let people know that we're connected with the Legion.
And yet we do not want them to steal the horn.
We also do not. We are under orders not to make our presence known. So.
Right. So, what time of night is it? How much time till morning?
Oh, you have at least a couple hours before the sun rises.
Okay.
It's probably like 5-ish or so, 4-ish.
All right. Corvus probably has enough sleep, so Tiberius, why don't you catch some winks and I'll take the last watch.
Right, fine. Yes, I think that's acceptable.
The would-be thief, not try their luck twice. The first time was, I'll give it a go. We'll see what happens. I can steal a thing. Oh crap. I guess I can't. I should run. There are 4 people. There are 4 people, not 3. I will die.
I will make sure of it.
Yeah. So all of you, since you've all been treated, gain your vigor back in health.
Sweet.
I'm at full.
As am I.
Me not, but that's okay. I'm nearly full.
And I would like each of you to give me Octoritus.
Really?
Really?
Why on earth?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Bless you. Oh, God's intervened.
Well, I see how we're starting off tonight, at least for me.
A total of 11 for Corvus with the intervention. And another 11.
Yes, 11 for me.
I would have the 2 of you roll off. This only happens to one of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to say Yulia's probably going to get that since Fake probably not going to intervene for me again.
I could roll low.
Yeah. Nah, you're not going to roll as low as me. You can try, but you're just not going to do it.
Well, I could, but I'd have to roll both once.
Right. And then we'd have to roll again.
Corvus, for a brief moment during your watch, you see the clouds part, and as Apollo begins to show his face, one of the stars seems a little brighter than it really has any right to be in the presence of Apollo. But, in the end, Apollo is Apollo, and there are no brighter stars than he. Right? Yulia, however, in her dreams, sees a wide open sky. The night sparkling with many stars of many colors. Red and green, blue and violet. Bright white, flickering yellow. And as your eyes take in the wonder of the stars, they drift down to the horizon. And there, something looms. And it smiles as it sees you. For it knows you. Known you before. Awake.
That wasn't creepy. Given that I am not the augur, I will describe this dream to our augur and see what she makes of it.
Yeah, I can run the dream ritual on your thing.
I think it would be wise.
Omni interpretatio, rather.
Somebody
me
said.
open the thing.
Reminds me of the legend of the Ravager. My deal was
Yes.
a light, a star will shine over a cursed land.
Okay, DC 6.
Well, you got it.
Yeah.
It's again the thing where it's like where it rolls dice too, like basically for one too much.
This does seem to be. This gives the feeling to you, Calypso, that given that it's something on the horizon, and Corvus will offhandedly probably mention the star he saw, and you're able to connect very quickly that what Yulia saw was probably the Ravager.
Mm-hmm.
And that it seems the Ravager knows Yulia Berfina. Has met her before. But it is hard to say with the oddness of dreams, because it doesn't make... Dreams can be a little fuzzy sometimes, because the stars confuse you a little bit. You're not sure what that that feels like a gap. Like that's hinting something else to you, especially with the strange colors she reported. Yeah. And there is a certain lack of providence from where this dream came. Like, it wasn't clearly Mercury. I mean, it could be Mercury trying to be a little coy, as he's wont to do, but it doesn't feel like a Mercury way of saying something to one of his devotees. It feels like somebody else. You're just not sure who or what. But it doesn't feel like a forbidden... I mean, forbidden dreams are far more terrifying, and people who get them usually don't report them to the Lex Arcana. Well, either they do because they're being haunted and they're going to die in 7 days, or they don't because they're up to something. But you get no sense that Yulia omitted anything. She told you what she could.
Yeah, I will relay everything to you.
So the Ravager, one might guess, as a result of that, might be a person. An individual instead of an organization.
Well, we know had weird things about your voice in the mountains. And, I mean, do you or your family or your husband's family have any connection to the Scriboni or the Maximini or whoever the heck the governor is?
The governor.
Yeah, well, I was doing the E's, so I just kept it up.
I will think on that a moment.
Give me Ingenium.
Because it doesn't immediately ring a bell, but given how much Praetorian family ties can at times look like a tumbleweed, that I'm not aware of it off the top of my head doesn't necessarily mean it is not the case.
That's fair.
They're not Praetorian, but now you've got me saying it too.
Yeah, sorry I infected you.
Do you recall where your husband was felled?
Simply that he was felled on a campaign that was not disclosed to me where.
Perhaps it occurs to you that a certain campaign that besmirched the good name of a rather well-to-do family, kind of silently being pushed away, maybe, though you're not sure with absolute certainty, but perhaps it was in Iberia he fell, due to a certain coward who abandoned him. But that's drawing connections. But in Lex Arcana, sometimes connections, however tenuous, are far more ironclad than one might believe. Hold a hunch.
Mm. Very well. I will relay this to the others. I suspect that my late husband may have served with the cowardly friend of the local governor. Perhaps.
How perhaps is that? From your feeling?
A hunch. I have no hard evidence to support that at this time.
Okay.
Merely a hunch.
Well, it's the best thing we've got so far, no?
Yeah.
Well, we have the whole day to kill until we decide to go towards the trails. Anything in mind?
Well, we could get another start on our... We could try to progress on our investigation thing. We just need 6 more successes.
Yes. That would be a good idea.
To go over the governor's notes.
Censor's notes?
Yeah, censor's notes, sorry.
Let's go. That was the CNTO, right?
Yep.
Yeah, investigation.
I believe so. Which is good, because I recently...
Just one short. There you go. There's 1.
7.
To Cynthia. A second. This garbage.
8.
Gods. Gods.
Come on, Mars, let's do it. Come on.
Ah.
You miserable.
So, we just need 1 more, and we've got 1 more kick at the can.
You do, yep.
Hooray. Well, let's give it a go.
Yeah.
Mars giveth and Mars taketh away. Mostly taketh.
And you have it.
I will not even bother rolling. Congratulations.
And
Excellent.
so... So this investigation into the Yulia and the Aquilia, it would seem that the censor's investigation, according to their notes, is seeing about how their politicking in Iberia is affecting the empire as a whole. And there has been an exchange of agents and political jabs back and forth at each other. No blood's been shed over this, really. Maybe a punch in the good old Republican fashion, if you will. Those horrible days of armed men wandering the streets of Rome. It's not gotten to that level out here, and the Emperor wouldn't put up with it if it got to that level anyway, unless it benefited the imperial family somehow. And you really don't want the Emperor weighing in on a patricianal matter, because that could be to his benefit if he does. But it would seem that the censor has suspicions that perhaps certain members of the Aquiliae may be trying to use their political appointments in Iberia to suppress Yulia rise, which and in return, the suspicion on the Yulia is that perhaps they are using their connections as well. But there's one connection that the Yulia family has that the Aquiliae don't have. The Yulia have a member of the Lex Arcana in their family, a rather high-ranking member to his suspicion. So it is not unheard of to Gaius for Yulia Rufina to be doing mass political plays as she did in years past. So there is suspicion that there's a worry that this is going to escalate, especially that the fact that the Cantabarum of Yulia Rufina seems to be very conveniently going after people in the Senate, which may be a political maneuver by the Yulia family or by Rufina herself in a sort of Gaius Julius Caesar attempt. Perhaps this is your part of some master plan, which is not in the notes. At current, you are still under investigation, but they are as well, because they still are doing. It's entirely possible they're just responding to Yulia aggression, or perhaps you're overcorrecting to their aggression. The problem is he doesn't know yet. So he doesn't know who. Either you're both idiots and causing the Empire grief, and he needs to yell at both of you, or one of you is making a problem that needs to go away. So he doesn't know who to tell the Emperor, or who to tell the consuls who's screwing up. There's addendum in the notes that he, having met you, that doesn't seem to be how you're presenting your case. That alone isn't enough to assuage his suspicions of the family. The Yulia are long known for abusing positions of authority, but then again, a lot of patrician families are, so that's not the weirdest thing in the world.
I mean, to be frank, he would not really be a censor worth his salt if it was enough to assuage his suspicions.
Yeah. Of persons of note, he has noted that the people who are aiding the Aquilius cause is the Praetor Maximinius, who has slowly been kind of moving into the Aquilii family rather than his own familiar lines, which you've noted I haven't said their name that much. That's because it doesn't really matter. Maximinius has done well, despite his origins. So Maximinius is part of that, and he believes that the local governor may be using Maximinius either to check your power, or he's part of a move against the Yulia. And they're in the notes. He does suspect that they did move in a third unknown agent out of Gaul. He doesn't know who that is yet. And that's kind of where his investigation stopped, because that's when you notice his notes start to veer into the fact that he's noticing a lot of the things he told you before, that he noticed there's a lot more activity in the mountains. There's suspicion that something magical may be involved, at which point his notes basically end with, this has now become a Lex Arcana matter. It is in my belief and professional opinion that the Lex Arcana must investigate to determine whether or not this is an Arcana matter. Because if it isn't, then he can continue. If it is, he knows he shouldn't be looking into it anymore. He endangers himself if he looks into it too. Because for all he knows, there's demons involved or a Gorgon or whatever. Like that's just going to get him killed, and a lot of other people killed too. It's reckless. But right now, until your investigation goes one way or the other, the Yulia family is under a shadow. So if you step the wrong way here, the Yulia, you personally may have the Imperial protection. The Yulia family may not.
Fair enough. I will tread carefully.
That's something all four of you are able to figure out between the notes and reports and stuff. There's lots of other stuff that you're able to dismiss as there's lots of other suspicious persons and minor people that you're able to wave off as that's very important to a censor. Lex Arcana, that's of no consequence. It's
right.
like, oh, this guy took a bribe. That's illegal. And the Legion will definitely deal with it. That's not your problem. That sort of thing. So I've omitted all the other names that's in an investigation. That's why you have to do the roll, because you have to find out, like, hey, this guy's important, but is he to our investigation? Important to him, not to you. I will also clear the names of Caius Plancus and of Valeria. He has no suspicions of either of them. Although he does note Caius Plancus as an ornery and uncooperative servant of the Empire. But other than that, that's all he really said about him. Does not like the old man, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not doing anything.
Old poop.
Yeah. He helped build the aqueducts. He knows everything about the plumbing. No, he hasn't done any secret passages. No, there's no secret whatever. He's like, oh, it took him at least a week to figure out what the heck what Plancius was on about. That's how you guys got a lot more out of him in a single sit down than the censor did. Mind you, the censor didn't go there personally because he's a censor. He doesn't do that stuff himself. He sends people to do that.
So the censor's the one who insisted that the cohorts Arcana come and investigate, but then there was an Aquilii in a position to make sure that Julia's contubernium was sent, therefore complicating investigative efforts tremendously, because Maximinius is an ally of the Aquilii.
Or it may have been one of my family that ensured it.
Maybe, but remember it was an Aquilii who had Tiberius's wife drawn in for questioning, and who gave us our orders, and was the one who countersigned the orders along with the protector.
Fair enough.
Praetor Vedius Aquila, or Aquila rather.
That's the fucking worst.
So yeah, we're starting to see kind of the outlines of the larger struggle between your house and the Aquilia. I think, anyway.
Why does my wife have to suffer for it? Is it just a stray that I've caught in the middle of the conflict?
Unfortunately.
In part, and it's also, I think, in part to make sure that we remain kind of tightly bound by our orders. Because, I mean, it's not just some, patrician squabble, which, to be fair, you and Calypso and I might be like, well, whatever, we're going to, do what the Lex Arcana tells us to do. But now they have kind of leverage, at least over you, so they've gotten half of our contubernum in tricky situations, in theory.
I wonder if his head is strongly attached to his shoulders. Maybe.
Probably not. Well, he does seem, from an encounter that Corvus had with him as we were all leaving, he seems to be someone who has some real soldierly experience. But the flip side is there's a whole nother political mess, and talk about putting even more suspicion on your own family.
Exactly.
Yes.
But maybe his time will come.
One day.
I still would love it if they wouldn't send us some places because they want to have political fun or whatever. It's bullshit.
Refresh of drinks, everyone, says a servant of the inn who comes by to check on your food and clear plates away, because you've kind of been working away in the morning in a private set-aside room. And they announce themselves loudly so they're not sneaking up on you.
Right.
I will accept a refresh of my drink.
Okay, there you go.
Sure.
You... lady, sir? You want some?
Thank you.
A bit of bread and salt, please.
Bread and salt. Oh, a delivery for you for a Julia Rufina.
I will accept it.
And hands you a looks to be a fine pouch of a rather soft fabric. Seems to be hair, like rabbit hair. I get the word for what I'm talking about.
Rabbit skin? Like...
Ouch.
Yeah, I can't.
Purse?
Felt. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
My brain. I was like rabbit skin. I'm like, no.
Oh, it's a
I'm
literal
not the
thing.
only one who does that. Who blanks on something he damn well should know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Or
forget
do
things
that
in my
thing
native
where you have
language.
to talk around the word.
Yeah.
And you find it tied with a bit of fine red silk.
Ah.
And he just kind of very carefully
I will-
holds it out to you to take from him, or to place into
I
your
will
palm.
accept it.
Yeah.
And then I will open it.
What is a stone Yulia Rafina loves the most? Like her favorite rock or jewel?
Aquamarine. Let's say.
Sweet.
You see a finely polished aquamarine stone.
I will take it out. Pretty thing.
From a suitor?
Unlikely.
Has it been shaped or just like a natural stone that's been polished?
The Natura, to figure that out.
Ooh.
And I will hand it off to Calypso to make sure it hasn't been cursed.
Yeah.
That's the match, yeah.
Yeah.
But we've been attacked several times here. I'm not taking
I'm
chances.
all with you. I'm all with you.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any specialization that applies for Denatura.
From what you can tell, Calypso, it does not seem to have the auspices of curse. Aquamarine's a pretty lucky stone type anyway. It isn't shaped in any particular maleficent way. There's no odd scent to it. Hair felt is a pretty nice material. Silk is good. Red's a pretty lucky color. Yeah, no, there's no runes on it. If it is cursed, it's very sophisticated.
Yeah, definitely. From my experience with curses and the stuff I know, it doesn't fit anything, but just be careful with it still.
A dead rat or something, that probably
not.
would not be a good sign.
Yeah. I got a 12 on the Denatura.
It looks to be a river. It seems to be something that's been recovered from the river. So it has some natural rounding to it, but it's been polished just enough, not to be like a jeweler's grade, but if it's that
Right.
one step before you would drill a tiny little hole and loop something on it, like to make it into a bracelet or a necklace or something, or just you could just leave it
Right.
as is and just put it on a desk somewhere because it looks nice.
So its shaping and polishing seem to be completely natural. It doesn't look like a jeweler's been at this yet.
Which another indicator to clip, so it's not cursed because if you wanted to do more, you'd have to carve
Yeah.
it some way to give it little etchings and.
Yes, I should be safe, but still weird.
Yeah, just as a
Strange.
heads up, it's really coming down here. So if I suddenly drop, I've probably lost power or internet or something.
Oh no!
I'll shoot a phone message if it happens. But yeah, I mean it's nothing terrible. It's just
Right.
southern thunderstorm.
Roof
Gotcha.
fell on Corvus's head.
Yeah.
Jupiter said no.
Whoops. Oh my God, the little black kitten is almost invisible on this carpet.
A bit of ingenium from Yulia or sensibilitas. I'll let you choose.
I shall opt for into. Since my sensibilities is not fantastic, let's call it.
Gods intervene.
Hey, gods intervene. Gods do not intervene a second time, but that makes for a 13. What does 13 get me?
I have sent you a direct message.
Ooh. Sorry, I was not looking at...
I just sent it the minute you asked me, so it's okay. Here's your bread and salt. Did you want any more, good lady? Sorry.
I'm good, thank you.
You're good? Okay.
Hey!
Corvus is going to check out the food and drinks he just brought us. See if I can tell if something's off about them. If somebody's trying to poison us.
Disientia.
We're so completely paranoid right now. It's great.
Medicine as a focus?
Sure.
Or a focus.
Do you want me to help you?
Sure. Yeah, you can...
Oh no, maybe I shouldn't help you because that's very obvious. I don't want to insult the guy.
I look, I frown.
Are you gonna
Looks
help
over
or
more closely?
I will not roll because I think that will be very much like obvious if I actually help you.
Because you're literally picking up the drinks and looking at them, sniffing at it, looking at your bread from different angles and stuff.
That's very much what I was doing. So
yeah, but you got the food. Like I didn't get food, so it's weird if
She'd have to reach over. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
So I got an 8. So if it's, it may not be enough.
It seems this particular drink and food they got you, it's a little over. You know, the wine's a bit old. The food's a little overcooked, but it's fine.
Okay.
You should expect a discount if you complain about it. But really, most people eat this stuff. It's fine. It's
not that important. Just want to make sure as much random stuff has happened the last couple days.
The server does kind of does wind around a bit. It kind of lingers around you, Corvus, because you look like you're examining it, and they wait for a beat to see if you ask for anything more.
No, just gonna eventually wave him off.
They nod and they carry on, helping out other people.
Okay.
Yulia seems lost in thought, frowning into the middle distance, examining the stone with some care.
Very good. So yeah, I think maybe grab whatever supplies we might need for a trip into the mountains if we need to go out and purchase any of that.
Oh, yeah, like some dry foods, yeah.
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 Snacks,
I think maybe
sandwiches.
We can buy that right here at the end. If we're lucky.
I don't know if I want to buy food from this place. It's adequate,
That's
but
the best, yeah. Well,
yeah.
You know what they say about beggars?
Yeah, well, I've got this money. All this money we've taken off various bandits at points. Why should we beg? We've got gold.
I will have all of you, as you go about your shopping, to give me sensibilities.
I'll make again sure to carry the horn like as attached to my person as possible.
Carry it in your bra. Boob
Yeah.
horn.
It's
Boob
pretty
horn.
big.
Well, you don't know. We don't know what size cup she's carrying. You don't know.
Gods intervene.
Let's roll again. 21.
6. My name's Jeff. You are just pouncy. Yes, you are.
As you are going about your shopping, Calypso, you notice them, like you happen to be looking in just the right direction every time, or you hear a noise and you, like someone playing a song or someone, a flash of metal. Your eyes are drawn repeatedly over the course. At first it's there's all kinds of people. You're going to see all kinds of weird people in town. That's not weird. But it keeps happening over the course of like an hour or two as you're shopping. And there's at least 8 people who are shadowing after you. I'll describe them in a bit more detail because he really nailed it. So, a bit more detail. What to describe? Accurate. These appear to be a group of people led by a dressed in the armor and arms of legionaries, as well as being led by a military tribune, who seem to be kind of ghosting after you and following you guys around. Not like right on your heels, but they seem to be monitoring where you four are going.
Mm-hmm. Well, I will notify the others subtly about that.
Let's see how
Just
subtle.
by basically saying it.
Oh, that sounds like a roll to me. That sounds like de corpore. Or de society.
Yeah, I think it's the society.
The roll. I might whiff. We'll worry about the tribune. They're understanding.
Oh, he's good.
They're far away enough that it's kind of hard to overhear. As long as you don't like shout out loud and you keep your voice low, and you should be fine.
Yeah, I basically tell it to everyone separately, walking with different people. Standing in front of like a stall where we buy some food and saying it to someone.
Okay. No, means that they could be governors, they could be Maximiniuses, they could just be, but I don't know. I say we up our purchasing as if we are preparing for a big trip. Like as if we were planning to, head all the way back to one of the major ports on the Mediterranean.
That sounds like a good idea.
And if they follow us outside of the city limits, then we should deal with them appropriately. Right.
But I mean, if they're just kind of like poking around, seeing what we're doing, if we look like we're making preparations for a longer trip, they might,
The society. You're wishing to make that falsehood reality.
Ah, where's Yulia and her deception when we need her?
I have an 11 in this society. I can try.
Well, fair enough. I have a 6. I can roll a 1.
Yeah, 5. Woo!
4.
3.
Do we want to all roll how shitty we are? I don't think. No, I will not roll.
They do not buy it whatsoever.
Yeah, we didn't have our face character with us.
Let me roll and see if fate intervenes.
Yeah, fate can always intervene.
Doesn't.
Still, it's at least better than we rolled.
You buy a lot of extra stuff. Unfortunately, you buy a lot of stuff that doesn't really fit any particular legend that makes sense.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like, some winter clothes here, some desert clothes there. Like, where are you going? How about just regular clothes?
Anyway, after we've gotten whatever we need, I guess we head back to reconvene with Julia, try and keep an eye on the Contubernum that's following us about.
Back.
Tiberius, why don't you see, I mean, you've got the highest de societe, see if you recognize any sort of, I don't know, emblem or anything maybe on the Tribune. See if we can figure out something about these guys. I'm just grasping at straws, honestly.
I mean, do they wear any sort of markings on them whatsoever?
Yeah.
Anything that I could recognize?
DeBello.
Oh,
Now
sweet.
you're talking my language.
I'm even willing to assist with that.
I could probably assist if I'm there. I'm not sure if I am or not, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
just-
returned from their shopping trip, and you're in time to see them.
Here's a 14.
Yeah, we just all tanked a de societe roll.
These appear to be legionnaires led by a military tribune, who are part of a group that are stationed out of Augusta Emeritus. This is the local legion following you.
Not
We seem to
super
have
cool.
attracted the attention of the locals.
Which, when you think about it, you're a bunch of armed foreigners wandering around in strange, outlandish gear. This isn't unreasonable.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Well, you know, we're just buying our things and getting the hell out of Dodge, so...
Which is also
Why
why they
is it
didn't
going-
confront you and go, hey, what are you doing? It's like, how about we just have a couple of Contabarum kind of follow them around a little bit, see what they're up to, and if they don't cause any trouble, whatever, who cares? It's something to do for the afternoon.
As long as we don't antagonize the local legionaries, we should be fine. But I recommend we get a move on and spur our horses towards the bridge post-haste.
Yep. Let's get into full war gear and head out of the city.
Yes. I will pull on my war gear.
And yeah, they will not follow you out of they will follow you until you get once you get out their horses. They don't get they don't horse up to follow after you.
Right.
Just enough to. At that point, if it is the local legion, then they can just report, hey, look out for the other group. There's already guard towers and patrols that will note people on horses.
Right. So yeah, head up towards the mountains, keeping a wary eye out.
As you notice, Yulia, that your Contabarum have returned laden with a variety of goods for travel. There's some extra food, but there's also some mountaineering gear, some desert tents. There's a fur throw rug of some kind. You're not sure what they're preparing for, but in theory, you could travel to anywhere in the Empire. You'd probably be ready, although they leave pretty much all of it in their rooms because they bought way too much.
Well, hey,
I
we
will
don't have
ask
engineering
them-
gear. We need that.
I forgot you weren't with us, so we needed a deceptioner, but we didn't have one.
Oh. Are we planning to travel across the whole continent?
No, you see, Corvus
We
had the
could.
right idea, but then I saw this and it looked really cute, and I thought, well, I sure would like one.
You ever had a Ratian throw rug before? I mean, it's really plush, really nice design. It's not like
Hold it. It's colder than winter by Lake Genève.
Oh gosh darn it! Roads. How are these roads? These are patrolled roads. Why are we running into problems?
Because you rolled for problems.
Yeah, really, it comes down to being your fault. You just keep your hands off the buttons.
So, as you're riding toward the bridge, I will call upon a roll. What's a horsemanship, anyway? Feels like Denatra or Decorporia, I'm not sure.
Denatra, riding.
Denatra.
Denatra, riding, please.
Yeah.
All of you.
Fortunately, I have a specialty in that. Unfortunately, it increases my dice value by 25%. Hey, got to 15.
Well, the good news is you rolled.
Got to intervene again.
My goodness. See, I have a dice pool of 12. Oh my lord! You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna stop rolling like right now.
16?
Oh my god, man. Do it one more time. Just salt the wound, please. Salt the wound. A little bit more.
Yes. 20.
Oh my goodness.
There you go.
There we go.
So, in honor of the fate intervening so thoroughly, so as you're riding along on the road, you notice that, Corvus, you notice it in your own horse on your own that all your horses are walking a bit funny. Which maybe that's the ground, but then it occurs to you, wait, it can't be the ground. You're on a public road. These are the nicest roads to be riding horses on. They shouldn't be having an issue. And you haven't seen anything. Nice. So you kind of wisely kind of pull your horse aside, kind of slow down and kind of give them a look to make sure they're okay. And it's obvious with your roll, it's obvious to you that maybe it's just your horse. So, you know, if it's really serious, you can say, hey, everybody wait for me, I got to check something. Or if it's minor, you'll just deal with it and catch up with them. It's not a huge deal. Stuff happens. Calypso and Tiberius do not notice their horses are walking funny. And however, it is Yulia Rufina who remembers fondly a bit of time with her husband as they were riding around on horses, and there was this your horses started moving funny, and immediately your husband told you to get off the horse fast, and you didn't know what was wrong. Like, your horses were moving a little weird, but that's not the strangest thing. That happens. They step on things, they get spooked, whatever. Horses are funny. And then he shows you that there's a way to kind of hobble a horse a little bit rather subtly. If you put certain things in their like the hind legs, that if you get up to at slow paces, the horse moves weird. But if you try to go fast, it can really hurt the horse. Not necessarily full on cripple, but it will like really hurt them. So it makes running away or going fast difficult. But the way to check for that, and some questions will do, is they'll kind of do a quick little trot around in circles for a bit, just to like, is my horse moving weird? No? Okay, it's probably not that. Because checking your horse for like needles and sabotage every single time you ride one is a bit tedious and usually not needed. But you see it in all your horses. Corvus is already dealing with it. You know your horse is dealing with it, and you can see Tiberius and Calypso's seem to be moving weird as well. So if you don't, you're able to kind of warn them to stop and check the horses.
I will do that. I'll warn them to stop and check the horses. Specifically, I'll start by looking at the hind hooves.
Each of you can find with Corvus on your own. You know it. You're able to find it pretty quickly. Yuli, you're able to. You know what to look for because you that memory's clear in your head. The Mercury himself came down to tell you, hey, by the way, just a quick reminder, in case you forgot. Yeah, you find that there seems to be a bit of a very fine bit of needle which seems to be finely wrapped with some herbs that are not terribly bad for humans. They're really bad for horses, and it kind of irritates the wound in such a way that it's like a slow poison. But if they move at full gallop, it kind of drives it and aggravates the wound. But the solution to it: take it out, wash it with a bit of water, splash it with a bit of wine, let the horse rest for like an hour, and they'll be fine. Somebody would try to sabotage your horses.
The Legion doesn't want us in town, and somebody doesn't want us leaving.
Trying to sabotage us is one thing, but trying to sabotage an animal that did nothing wrong is something completely else. When I find the person who did this, they shall pay greatly.
Ours likes horses. Not pick on horses.
Very much so.
Fight the man, not
Right.
the horse.
And his grandson Hercules even more.
Still, one of the better ways to stop a cavalry charge. Well, that actually works out. So arrest the horses, take care of the wounds. That actually works out with my plan to not really start moving into the mountains until night.
Yeah.
So do you linger south of the bridge before until night falls, or do you cross the bridge first?
We'll just rest up the horses, maybe a little longer than absolutely necessary, and then cross on over, I would say.
I agree.
I trust you.
More fool you.
Begins to rain heavy once again. The night falls.
Still have that waterproof cloak from my first adventure.
Me too. I will don my cloak.
Yep.
From that now.
The rain seems a bit unseasonably chilly for autumn, but that happens sometimes. Horses are fine in the rain. They're outdoor animals.
Yep.
You're gonna be riding them a bit during the night anyway, so even if they're uncomfortable, they're just gonna have to live with it for now. And you can hear a voice carrying through the rain. Hear, O hills, the spirals cry. Stone remembers when voices, shadowed vale and cavern deep, the lost still speak, though bound by. Notice your figure walking along the road, the direction of the bridge. Stranger who sings.
Yay, stranger who sings. I was wondering if we get to see him again.
Kind
The long-haired stranger who sings, who hasn't long hair yet, but that's how he wants to be called.
they're about to get into the next line, and then they see the group of you huddled there in the dark next to your horses.
Well, I guess it's dark because of the rain, but
And you notice the stranger has their own hood pulled up, their pack at their back. They kind of stop at about, shall we say, sling distance. Like they say a bit of ways because where are these people by the road? And then he kind of peers at you and leans against his walking staff and kind of hems and haws left and right. Oh, hello!
well met, stranger. It's
Well
been
met.
a while since you all.
Salve, salve!
Hello.
Hi!
Are you a friend?
What brings you to Iberia? Didn't think I'd run out. I was hoping to see you all in Rome.
We go where we are sent. And they have sent us here.
Oh,
Work as ever. What brings you to this Saki province.
Well, I felt a bit of itch at my feet, and put the song to my step. Wanted to get familiar with some old friends here in Iberia. So I was kind of worried I was going to miss you all. I mean, the Empire's large and the people few. It's easy to miss people who travel muchly or campaign muchly in your case.
And yet fate seems to have brought us together once again somehow.
Fate has a funny
This
way of
area
intervening for a lot of us, doesn't it?
Have any new songs popped into your head since you crossed through the mountains yonder?
Yes.
Well, while we wait for our horses to rest, and if you wouldn't mind...
Oh, certainly. What was it? Oh, right. Here, O hills, spirals cry. Stone remembers when voices die. Shadowed vale and craven deep, the lost still speak, though bound by. The horn resounds when night is near, calling those with hearts to hear. No wind, no wave, but whisper stay, awaiting ears to find the way. 3 times the mountains quake with dread, 3 names awoken from the dead. When serpent coils and stones align, past will walk the stars malign. Keeper of echo, guard the door. The silence reign forevermore. Those who heed, those who stray, all are marked upon the day. I was hearing it in a language of Iberian make. Translating it to Latin felt a little hard to get the rhyming down properly.
I bet. Can you put that in the Discord or chat or somewhere?
Whatever are you talking about? No, I know.
Pin it.
Isn't it good?
It's strange, though. Normally when I get to singing, I can almost feel and envision what the song is about, but I think it's because I'm singing it, I'm translating it into Latin. And my Iberian's very... let's just say I can order wine comfortably, but not much else. So it behooves me to speak with someone who can help me with my pronunciation a bit more without charging me the cost of a trireme for it. For the trouble, I mean. Not to say Iberians overcharge, I'm just saying I'm an outlander and I'm it's easy to part a foolish outlander from their wealth.
Well, if you're heading into the city, I recommend you seek out the Priestess of Valyria at the what is that? The Temple of Atagina?
Oh! You know Valeria as well of Atagina. Huh. That's a coincidence.
Well, she might be able to help you with the Iberian elements of the song and in visualizing it. Plus, she has a few of her own you might be interested in. However, I would caution you that drinking with her might not be the wisest thing if you expect to remember what's going on in the morning.
I'll keep that in mind, I suppose. That's actually a lot of sense. I never see the point of drinking into such number. But then again, Bacchus drank a lot, and he did all right. And again, he's a god, so it's not quite the same difference.
She gave us to understand that she enjoys her wine and tends to drink with those who can keep up. So, just fair warning.
Oh, thank you. So, anything I need to worry about? Or are you just here on a, I mean, not to be prying a bit, but I'd rather know if I need to flee the region again.
Well, you haven't been attacked on the road?
There were some people who were eyeing the road in the mountains. I just stayed off the road. When people get a little nosy like that, I decided to keep my songs to myself and find some old deer trails. Well, this time I had to follow an old mining trail, which that was fun. Rather treacherous, and armed people up there.
Trail? Which mining trail?
The ones up in the...
These aren't people. And whereabouts were these armed people? I'll, I don't know, see if I can create some kind of, protective fold of the cloak or something and show him the map and ask him where he saw what he saw.
I saw some people... I was on the main road, and I saw some people eyeing me around here. So I decided to wade off and cross up the mountains past the old watchtower. I knew there'd be some sort of mountain trail down in the northern area here, and then I found them and followed them for a good while. Then I ran to like a small camp of legionaries who had questions, but I have my bona fides. I have. It's not my first time running into them. I don't know what they're
about here.
Yeah, apparently they're worried about. They warned me that there were some bandits in the region, which I reported what I saw, and they questioned me for a bit. And they invited me to stay the night, which I did, and that's roughly when I got that. I mean, not to disparage the Legion, but these particular men just gave me a bad feeling. So I decided to take fate into my own hands for a bit and carry on my way during the night. Which, kind of regretting that choice, because it's been raining non-stop every night for the last while, so that's been fun. I was just glad to see anyone pass the bridge. I had to pay an extra toll to cross the bridge. So that was irritating, but I always carry some extra money.
Did they toll us?
No.
They didn't.
They said something about a night toll for extra guarding or something like that. I didn't want to argue it. I mean, I knew I needed to get to Augusta Emeritus before to get some sort of sleep, because I do not want to sleep out in this.
Those that told you, are they standing on the bridgehead on the other side of the river?
They're on both sides. They give you a little token when you pay, so you can give it to the other side.
I see. Perhaps, did they seem like local guards?
I'm not from around here, but they were dressed up like legionnaires.
Well, we shall see about that.
Meh.
When it comes to people in their with bronze and some metal on their chest, you don't get too curious as a traveler. So
Any fool can put bronze and metal on their chest.
well, glad I'm not much of a fool to need either.
Yes, well.
But fate intervenes on me on that side, I guess. So.
But to answer your question, to this point, no.
Oh, good.
Nothing like what the situation was in Gallia. But I fear we may be at the very dawn of some dire doings, but hopefully we'll be able to suss it out and put a stop to it before things get anywhere near the point they were in Gaul when we last met.
And the city isn't creepy, weird soldiers or anything, right? It's just a normal city. I don't have to.
It does appear to be a normal city.
Okay, good.
No more, but as always, keep your money purse close to you.
I keep a spare for thieves. Gives them. It doesn't give them practice. It's so they don't steal my regular one.
No, fair enough. But it seems like you've already got some connections here, so you should be fine.
I'll probably spend my time in the temple with Valyria. Definitely stopping by the city. I do not want to be spending all night in this. It is a very heavy rain, and I swear it feels like it almost feels like a winter rain. But that doesn't make any sense. It's way too early to fall. But
So is night falling, or is it just sort of dark because of the rain? Because I know we left before night.
It's starting to come into nightfall by the time we ran into the stranger.
Okay, so after the stranger's gone on his way, I'm going to go ahead and spend 3 pietas and invoke Diana Lycia. Deets are under Indigitamenta on my character sheet if you're...
Diana Lycia. So you invoke it at sunset. All decorporeal naturals made by the invoker is reduced by 1 level. And you can invoke the natural for anything involved decorporeal, including unarmed combat. Okay. Okay, so you basically get a buff pretty much all night.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, will attach to stealth. And the other decorporeal stuff, so it's pretty handy.
So night has fallen. Unless you have any other queries for the stranger, they'll carry on their way.
Yeah. So yeah, let's head on into the mountains.
See if anything. Actually, as you approach the bridge, you notice our guards. Loft's all confused things. Same people. Just using the tokens because they're the same type of. Hold there! Called one of the guards as you approach the bridge. As they have put some stuff in the way to keep people from just riding on straight through their blockade.
Fair
I
enough.
will
Rain
hold.
in.
Your business?
Is our own.
In the name of the governor of Augusta Emeritus, you will tell me what your business is, traveler.
We are traveling, good sir.
Let me look at a map. We journey quickly and thus by night towards... There's the front of the book. Okay, kitten, quit standing on the keyboard. Thank you. Oh, of course, I have to get... there it is. We travel quick as we can to the port at Nova Carthago. We have business in Mauritania, and we'll take ship from there.
Wouldn't you be heading south then? You're going the wrong way.
It's the only... No, we wouldn't be heading... Hold on. I may be confused on my map reading. I think there's only the one road going from Augusta America to Cordoba and then over to Nova Carthago, according to the map.
You're right, that's south.
Right, but this is the only... Which, okay, I'm obviously confused because we came... Okay, because we were on the road, we got to Cordova, and then we went up to Augusta Emerita cross country.
But you went up and around. So you crossed the river and then came this way. Because remember, you avoided the main road. If you stayed on the main road, you would have come up this way.
Oh, okay.
You guys went the long way around, crossed the bridge, and then came down this way.
Okay, then let me retcon that. We're
Certainly.
on our way to...
Your denatur's too high for your character to mix that up. It's like, huh?
Yeah. We're on our way to Toledum and ultimately Terracal, where we will catch ship for Carthago.
The society rule. You're lying.
No, fuck me.
Can I help?
You certainly can.
Well, my
Okay.
friend, you put yourself in this one.
I keep forgetting.
Frodo
Does
Baggins once
decorum
said,
apply?
Say again.
Does decorum apply?
Deception's what I'm looking for.
Oh, deception? That works too.
Frodo Baggins once said, Ensley, our business is our own.
Well, I didn't beat a 13.
I hit 13. I met it. I do not have enough for Mercury Negotiator, though. So I guess we have to roll off.
In a case of a tie, repeat the roll. Yep.
Okay.
Oof.
Dice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
As Corvus gives his explanation about where you're going and stuff, there's unfortunately a bit of Corvus having to pause and think, like either checking the map or actually given that how high his Denatris, he's probably thinking. He stops to think in his head where things are. But if you knew where you're going, you wouldn't think about it, right? And unfortunately, Corvus is pausing a lot. Yulia fills those gaps every time the first time he does it. She catches that would look suspicious, and then fills the air with something else, asking about something else, or talking about this, that, or the other. Just so by that illusion, Corvus doesn't seem like he's pausing at all, as far as they're concerned. So they don't realize that he has to think out the trail, because Yulia keeps covering for the gap. So they eventually just shrug and they go, oh, okay, and they ask a couple questions about, oh, you're going that way. Oh, that sounds neat. Oh, that sounds fun. Wow, you're going through the night? Wow, that's... Oh, okay, that sounds terrible, yeah.
We have business. Gotta get there.
Alright, well, just need your toll... So it's just the four of you, there's no caravan behind you that's going to catch up or anything like that? If you're going to pay, you must pay for everybody.
Just the four of us.
No.
So we just need the toll for the four of you, and we'll give you a token to each of you that you give over to our checkpoint on the other side. So they know that you didn't just ride past us.
I'll just pay for the four of us.
It seems to be a normal toll for a bridge crossing.
Complain about the weather.
Yeah.
This is for your protection across the bridge.
Yep, and it's also to make sure no one's hiding on the bridge or that no ne'er-do-wells are trying to cross it, that sort of thing.
And once we're across the bridge, it's every man for himself?
Not quite sure I'd put it like that, sir, but travel carefully. It is dark out, and driving through the mountains, brigands are wont to prey on travelers. Then again, you all look rather well armed and armored. Any fool to attack 4 people a horse at night, better hope they have a lot of numbers to make up the difference. Personally, I would just outride them. I mean, not like you're in the Legion or anything.
Good advice.
And if you do see anything and you have to run back to us, let us know, and we'll make sure someone goes out to take care of it. So any information you find, Very helpful. If you have to keep going the whole way to Toledo, or even you get diverted to Felicitosuya, just tell them there as well, and we'll send someone. Don't worry too much. Trust in your horses, trust in your armor, and Mars will see you in glory at the end of it. And if you fight them off, we do pay. So, yeah. Not saying you have to. We're not hiring you to do that. But if you do, the governor does pay for the capture and defeating of bandits.
Thanks, soldier.
Oh, not at all.
Out of curiosity, what is this? What is the bounty in place for the bandits at this point?
They give a bounty price that's a tiny bit below par. It's not you normally in like say Rome would offer a lot more, but for a city this size, they don't offer as much as Rome. But they are kind of underpaying because a city this important doesn't like its trails, its main roads to be attacked.
Does it match what we were paid for the bandits we brought in?
No, you were paid what effectively was market rate. So they're telling you that the bounty is lower than than.
Okay, fair enough.
Not by a huge amount, but enough that you notice, like, oh, that's an odd discrepancy.
Right.
If it's like a talon here or there, who cares? But it's like, that's a loaf of bread I'm missing out on. Like, that's not. I'm going to notice that. Here's yours, and yours, and yours, and yours. Nice bird, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Right. Safe travel. And they move, and they call out to a couple other people who aren't the armed guards or the auxiliaries, who will go over and kind of, out of their little hidey holes, they kind of lift the barricade out of the way so you guys can pass, and they very quickly move them back in the way.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, that was relatively painless. Let's continue on our way.
Yeah. I wonder if the governor's just putting guards out at night, or because we weren't stopped during the day.
Fuck you, Kobe.
Swear.
Yeah.
The gods want to challenge you every time I roll the travel roll.
You.
So, as you're crossing the bridge, it's a nice long stone bridge. Like, it's a really nice. Because, it's one of the major crossings across the river. So, it's almost like Rome. And it's been in Roman hands since before the empire was the empire. You are riding along. And you notice that a section of the bridge has collapsed.
Like the big main bridge.
Yep. You can either try to ride around it or hop your horses over the gap.
What is the less challenging approach in terms of horsemanship?
It's difficulty 3 either way. It's just a matter of whether it's Actually, it'd be DV3 either way. Yeah, you wouldn't jump over it. You would just ride around it. Never mind. It's just difficulty 3. I was trying to think why it would be a different roll. I'm like, there's no real reason to make it 2 rolls. It's a bit of behind the screen here. It's a fault that usually is it's a whole section of the bridge that's out, but that doesn't make sense for this bridge. It's too big. It's too important, so I can't imagine the whole thing breaking. So I'm like, it broke enough that you'd have to ride around it. That you have to be a little careful.
Could I dismount and try to walk around the area and have somebody who's better with horses than me lead the horse?
You could leave behind your horse. Someone else would have to do the roll to get your horse over with you, yeah. Because walking on your own's easy. It's the horse that might lose its footing or something, and then you might go for pitch into the water.
Yeah, I suggest we do that because I am no great hand with horses.
Okay. I mean, you see how I roll, but in theory, I'm good with horses.
If the difficulty is 3, I can help you and come back and get your horse as well. But it's like it's a little bit scummy to roll 3 dice.
Corvus can help.
Corvus and Calypso at least are going to be taking after the horse. Are going to make sure they get over with horses. Various, are you going to try to go over with a horse? Or are you going to just walk across? Because this roll, I'm treating it as each of you have to roll. If you walk across, you don't roll because you're just leaving your horse behind, hoping someone else makes.
Oof. See, 19 rolled a 5, which is barely enough.
Case, if it's too rough, I'll rather just I'll try and go on foot, not trying to go across. Make any special things.
Yeah.
If it's too hard for the horse, I'm just hoofing it.
So I'm rolling a d4 if I'm rolling, so I don't like those odds.
No, that's fair. Well, I got to cross. I can come back and get your horse.
Oh, no, what you as long as you made it, you now you've shown that your character can get back and forth easily,
okay.
So you only have to do it once. If you failed, then it means you tried to cross with a horse and you went over.
I mean, at the moment you have enough dice to roll 3, it's like, okay, yeah. It's impossible to not get it.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
You're able to get all your horses around.
Yeah.
Other side. You see guards who are blockading, but they see you coming from the other way. And they just, as you're coming out, they say, "Tokens! Hold them up!"
I will pull mine out and hold it up.
And once all of you kind of hold up a token, so they can kind of see that you have them.
Yeah.
They one of them, they send one of the auxiliaries to come out to run out to you to meet you a bit, and they reach up to take the token from you, and they look at it briefly, and they give a wave of yes, it's okay, and they'll take it from each, and they do that for each of you, and then by the time you're slowly riding up to the barricade, they run back up, give it to the legionnaires, they look at them to double check because they're just auxiliaries. They go, okay, go ahead and move those, and they move the barrier out of the way.
The bridge is out about halfway across, at least a section of it.
What?
Easy enough to cross, easy enough to get around on foot, but a little tricky with a horse. No way a wagon could cross there without difficulty.
Damn. Thank you for alerting us to that. You want to put your name on a report, or you already see him gesturing to an auxiliary to get a tablet? You sure? You probably get rewarded from the governor. I suppose you're already leaving, so.
No.
Don't worry about it. Just fix it.
Yeah. Thank you very much. And already, as they're closing up behind you, you see they're already getting ready to send a runner to go across and alert the other side, and so they can be told. And then they'll probably send there's probably somewhere off the bridge. There's usually like a runner horse a little further off to run messages back and forth to the bridge crew. There's actually probably one on this side, but that one would be for riding this way. Unless it literally is an army's marching. It's like, okay, get a horse, get down there.
Right.
We're leaving.
Marines, we are leaving.
Yeah, you carry on away out because you had the tokens. There's no check. You have what you have. You have their version of bona fides. Yeah, you paid. Okay. You obviously paid for the cross. Okay, bye then. Thanks for letting us know.
All right, so we know that there's some sort of encampment there, quote unquote, legionaries. So I say we see if we can't go kind of cross country it and then try and hit the old trails here in this bend.
Yeah,
I agree.
That sounds smart.
Yeah, I do a lot of things that sound smart, and they just never turn out to be smart.
Well, you're the nature guy.
You're going this way?
Yeah.
Way.
I can't remember what the thing is that lets you anchor and keep moving with the arrow.
I think so. That I don't know.
That's it. It's Q. So yeah, I kind of do a kind of thing.
At this point, you can give me Denetra.
Anything in particular that we're doing?
Mountaineering, just figuring out where, pathfinding, that sort of thing.
Navigation?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll note, getting to where you are now, you were unaccosted.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we help?
Is this a roll for all of us, or?
Yeah, certainly, you can help each other out.
So because of the Dianalysia, the difficulty will be reduced by 1 level on this.
Yep, because you're part of the role, and Diana's helping you out.
Yeah.
Due to your piety.
Thank you. Thank you, Diana.
My humble contribution.
Oh, God. I was doing well earlier, and now I've just lost the mojo completely.
Did I see the gods
least-
intervene for me?
You might as well.
At least it lowered the difficulty.
Nope. The gods do not intervene.
Well, Tiberius with 9, is it?
Tiberius, you see, it is dark, and traveling at night off roads like this is a pain, to put it lightly, because the only light you can really get is torchlight, and if you've ever traveled at night in the forest, it is not fun. Thankfully, you're not in forests yet, you're near mountains, but it's still not great. But thankfully, Corvus has kind of, through his connection with his patron, as it were, tutelary rather, you are put in a really good position to kind of look around, and you're not entirely sure what to look for, because he wants to go this way. Which it does look pretty narrow. I'm gonna refresh because your arrow's still.
Sorry.
No.
Roll20's been doing that lately. Let's see if I can. There he goes.
Oops. It's this anyway. That's fine. Set the darkness opacity later. A little more. There we go. Back. Zoom out of time. So yeah, he wants to go this way. You're trying to go this way, so you're not actually going up into the mountains. You're actually trying to you're trying to pass through them here, right?
Yeah.
But,
just trying to use the night and the rain to avoid that guard camp that we know about.
and with a bit of looking around and a bit of you have to slow down your horses a little bit to kind of watch where you're going. But eventually, Corvus, everyone else doesn't find it, but Tiberius, you've worked in military units that had to do patrols and stuff. And in Mauritania, there are some pretty nasty hills and trails that can be a little irritating. But you've worked in small Cuntabarum before, so you're like, that way should work. You don't know, but it looks like a path that you would patrol if you had to. And through doing that, you're able to kind of point out places. But Corvus made it made it really easy because you always get to very nice vantage points to look. And then back down you go. New vantage point. Back down you go. Some unseen hand is helping him from making this a lot easier than it should be. Yeah, there would be a roll for guards to see you passing by those trails. Nope, not with that roll. You guys went a very odd way that they would not think you would do, so I'm not going to roll for them. It's just not possible for them to see you.
That works. Oh, hello, little kitten.
Is the kitten saying hi?
He's running around the room playing with two of the older cats and doing that kitten thing where he runs up to me and then does the Halloween cat thing. Go, I'm big and scary, and runs away sideways.
That's cute.
Yeah, he is. He's adorable.
Now that you're deep within the mountains, on the horizon, the shadow of the old watchtower.
All right. Now we start scouting forward. Trying to move stealthily, so hopefully we encounter... Yeah, well, kind of following this... Yeah, the trails at this point.
Okay.
And trying to, moving as stealthily as possible and trying to keep an eye out and avoid, hopefully to sight anybody ahead before they sight us.
Chance of running into problems off-road is a lot higher. The group of you find that riding your horses all night in the heavy rain like this over rather rough terrain, your horses all seem rather irritated, and
yeah, fair enough.
They're kind of they're stepping weird more in the sense of, they didn't twist their ankles or anything like that, sort of thing, but they don't seem very happy.
We're asking a lot.
They don't seem, at the moment, you could push on anyway and probably get to the tower, but they'll probably not want to go anymore unless you take a moment to take care of them and make sure they're okay and brush them, and so they understand that there's more to go. Don't stop wherever we're going. Once they stop, they're probably not going to want to keep going without a lot of encouragement.
Do we want to push on deeper, or like?
I'd say we take care of the mounts because we don't know how long we'll need them to carry us.
Sounds good to me.
Taking care of animals. I would assume Denatra of some kind.
Yeah, beast lore, I think, is probably what it'd fall under.
That makes sense.
I have some beast lore.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
Need Denatra from all of you to take care of your horses.
Yeah.
Beast lore. And if you get extra degrees of success, you'll be able to take care of someone else's horse.
That is fortunate.
Yes. It very much is, and I hate that you're free and roll the same shit as I do.
There we go.
My second snake eyes in a row.
With the current rolls, Tiberius is able to take care of his horse. Corvus can take care of his horse plus one more. That leaves one horse who's going to be not willing to keep going after you get wherever you're going.
Then how about I take care of Calypso's horse and I can march on foot with the rest. I'm a sturdy sort of fellow, so it's not
honestly, I can, if necessary, just ride with Corvus again.
Oh yeah, I mean you can double back, I guess.
Well, and I mean the thing is, we could make camp if we wanted to when we got there. So let's push this, because we know we can get at least to around here before the horse is not going to go any farther. So let's see what we see there, and then we can make a plan from that point. I'll take care of Yulia's horse in addition to mine. Because if it comes to combat, she would be definitely who we'd want with us on horseback, and I think probably Calypso is the lighter if we have to double up.
Very well.
So you carry on. 3 of your horses will, one of you, and even if you got on a horse, Tiberius, the horse still has to be, unless you're just leaving it out there in the rain, you would, even if you're tugging it along, Horsey wants to go, I'm done, I've been walking through the mountains, off-road.
In the rain?
In the rain at night. I am tired. I want to sleep. No, come on, horse. I don't wanna though. I go because some reason human thinks it's important. But once we get where we're going, I'm resting. Screw you.
I understand.
Horses can be a little spoiled like that. Although to be fair, this is asking a lot of a horse.
It's true.
But yeah, you're able to get to within view. I'm gonna need, as you approach the tower, some decapore.
Stealthy kind of stuff?
Stealth, yeah.
Well, look, I respect for that too.
That's the third in a row.
Okay. So this also, Diana Lycia also counts for decapore rolls to lower the difficulty. And I get to use Denatura instead.
My last 3 rolls were all 2.
At least I hit the base difficulty. I'll take that.
Well,
I don't know if it will be good enough to deceive the enemy, but...
In the cover of night, despite the fact that you're a group of people trying to sneak around at night on horses, DeCorvus just has this other feeling of, oh, stop, don't move, no one move. You all just stop. You're not sure why Corvus tells you to do that, but you just trust him on this. And, okay, now we can keep going. There's just something in you, Corvus, that lets you know, no, we have to stop. Or, let's go left, not right. It's that little inkling of a feeling from Diana's letting you know that there are hunters out there. Someone's watching and looking for people. And if you stop at the right time, they don't see you right away. Because it's easier to see motion than something sitting still.
Right.
And you don't know what's...
It may be hidden, but it still watches.
And then every so often, you are able to sneak up on the tower. And it looks benighted, as it should be, because it's dark out. It's covered in rain. And you can all give me a roll of Sensibilitas. See what you see from the tower ahead of you.
Sensibilitas.
Sensibilitas. I don't know what accent I'm going. Hey, everybody.
I kind of know, and it's
no,
it'd probably be a racist.
No, it is no, no.
We are going there.
No, we are not. Okay. So, good. You can see the flickering lights of an habitation. There's no obvious guard on the outside, but inside the tower itself, you can see the little flickering of like what must be internal lights and oil lamps and things like that. The sort of thing you wouldn't really notice from the road. You'd have to be you would have to sneak up on the tower as close as you are to get a good look at it, especially in the rain. But you can see flickering light of the yellowish orange color inside of a tower. That's fire, but it's not like on fire because then the whole thing would be ablaze. So yeah, that's someone's in there. A lot of someone's actually. But no posted guard outside. No guard on the top. Actually, I take that back. With that roll, with the 12, I'll actually say that there is someone who's hiding. You can see someone kind of scurrying very low. Instead, like a guard would stand bolt upright, and so they have as best view as they can, so they can look around. But if you're trying not to be noticed from people on the road, you duck down a little bit and kind of scurry a little bit, like crouch run, to look between the crenellations and then move over to a different spot, sort of thing. Someone's up there moving around, but they're not. There's no light, and God, that'd be a miserable guard posting because you're all crunched over all the time. You can never stand bolt upright. Hopefully, that person gets relieved, just for their back's sake, if nothing else.
Well, so is Calypso's horse pretty much out of gas here, or?
Yeah. This is where Horsey is not encouraged to keep going. They want to wait, sleep, or.
Okay.
You can still force them to move, but it's a higher difficulty. The horse is already winded pretty bad. They're not in good shape right now, or not good shape, but they're getting. What's the phrase? I can't think of it in horsey talk.
They're becoming mulish.
Yeah. Like, they can do it if you make them, but they don't want to.
Right. Thing is, if we leave it behind, it's going to get found in the morning.
Yeah.
I say we try and get it to move a little farther and see if we can't skirt around the outpost without being noticed. And
Good
then
plan.
maybe find a place to finish up the rest of the night that's kind of hidden a bit. I mean, it's a natural roll to move that horse.
Yeah.
So its difficulty will be less at this point than it will otherwise.
Yeah, it went up one and now it's going down by one base because of your ability.
So let me make. So okay, see we want to push ahead beyond the watchtower to find kind of a secluded place to camp and let that horse rest. But we want to try and do it without being spotted, so we may have to leave the road to do it. So what are the rolls we're going to need?
For now, you're already in stealth mode. You haven't done anything to break it. So
Okay.
I just need the Denatra to get the horse to move.
Okay. Right. That one's 19, not 20.
In Essentia, if you wanted to ambush the tower, you've achieved that. So they can't, unless you do something to break the ambush, like attacking them or make a loud noise. They have no reason to look. They've failed.
I got a 16.
Easily. You give the horse some extra treats and give it extra pats. The other horses are a little bit jealous, but whatever. They're big horses. They can take care of themselves. That one's being a baby. That one enjoys being babied a little bit, and they don't wanna, but you were nice. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll keep going.
Is that a sweet treat? Oh, I think it is a sweet treat.
It's like,
I'm guessing this is the horsey equivalent of like a child whining. I'm tired. My feet hurt. Are we there yet?
Raining.
It's like, you're a horse, you're fine, but the road was rough. You're a horse, you're fine. Have a treat. Yay, treats. Other horses, grow up, man. Jeez, you're not full anymore. We can do mountains. It's not that bad. Whatever.
I don't know.
So, yeah,
Like I said, try,
Yeah.
Explain it to a horse.
My boss is a diva, okay?
So you,
I mean, that's
rider like a horse, I
horses.
guess.
So you can withdraw up this way into these mountains, up into these mountains, or into either of the open fields adjacent to the tower. If you go here, you're literally on the road.
Yeah, let's find someplace to camp that is beyond the tower and secluded. Yeah, a little bit harder to find.
You find a little bit of a mountain path to kind of give yourself a vantage point to look down on.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure we've traveled through most of the night at this point.
Yep. To wit, I'm going to inflict a bit of vigor roll on all of you. Because you've been riding the whole night in the rain.
I'm going to make an offering to Diana of thanks for her guidance in the night.
Hey,
Screw you, Mars.
It's 9.
Mars, you give me vigor for when I need to shovel stuff, but not for this.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm
I
tired.
have 9.
So, it would seem that Tiberius and Yulia are fatigued.
Yeah.
Well, I say we kind of camp through the night. Camp through the day, and then head out again at night. And whoever's on watch is kind of watching out both the camp and keeping an eye on what's happening in the bandit track in the main road from where we can see, since he said we had a little vantage.
I agree.
All right, give us a moment's rest for pity's sake.
Yeah.
So you guys sleep first.
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
I'll take
Okay, sleep.
Yeah, Tiberius, by the time you go camping, it's like oh my god, we've been up for 12 hours. I mean, Horsey was complaining, but I'm with you, Horse. I'm tired.
I haven't been doing this kind of activity since the Legion, you know?
Oh, it's so good to be out of a city. Jesus Christ, people.
Who is this Jesus Christ you speak of?
Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Not now, no.
Stay up just a little bit longer. You just asked the wrong question, son.
Would you like to hear the good word? Not now. So, the group of you rests, hiding out in the mountains.
Yeah.
Another night goes by.
Day.
Time ticks away as day comes. Change a clock so I don't forget how much time has passed. And you notice... Actually, I don't know if you notice. Maybe you don't. I will call for a roll from all of you. Actually, only 2 of you, because 2 of you are sleeping extra because you're trying to get rid of your... Corvus and Calypso, each of you can roll for me Sensibilitas. Actually, I correct myself. Ratio.
Okay, then I have to roll again. Fuck me, that would have been an explosion.
Sorry.
Ratio's not my best roll.
Okay, that's fine.
That is not.
As the day rolls on, you note that the rain does not let up. The winds
That's not natural.
feels a bit colder. The shivers feel a bit more easy to come by, but you're bundled up appropriately. You all kind of are expecting rain anyway. It's not the weirdest thing in the world. But during all that...
Oh, sorry.
During all that, you have the sense of mind to peer into the clouds. Rain pelting you in the face. Because sometimes you've been taught, especially as an augur, sometimes knowledge occult is revealed when you stare it in the face. So if something's unpleasant to look at, it may, like animal guts or random chicken bones or weird streaks in the sky, that's probably a sign or omen that's worth looking at. So you have enough presence of mind that to keep watch, but also to face the strange and look for anything out of place. You do see something when you look. Amidst the clouds, you do see a flash of light. Sparkle. Almost like a star. Except, what star could ever rival Apollo? And what star could pierce the cover of clouds? But it is up there. And it's either rather bright, rather big to see it Actually, it has to be exceptionally bright to be seen through cloud cover, no matter how big it is. Apollo is incredibly big. You know, he's a god after all, right? His fire. This is something that could rival Apollo's light. That would not be something you think Apollo would suffer if he had the choice. That is where we'll end it.
Oh,
Nice.
For all of you watching out there, thank you very much for watching. For those of you playing, thank you very much for doing so. And we look forward to seeing you again next time. Bye.
Okay, so maybe this is more of an in-game question, but screw it, I'm going to ask it now. This is not normal Spanish weather. Don't get me wrong. We are in autumn, yes, but even in autumn, Spain's not like this.
Oh yeah, we've already sussed that it's more like winter rain than when it's supposed to be. This is not at all natural. I think we're starting to see what we've seen in Gaul and Mauritania.
Right, yeah, trust me. I've been to Spain. It's hot as balls even in the winter.
Yeah.
Well,
There's rain, and then there's like a bit of rain. That happens. Rainstorms. That happens. This much rain and this cold? No.
I mean, you know, we are on the Costa Brava. I can understand it. You know, it's sometimes a bit cool and windy. Yeah. Fine, but...
Yeah, cool and windy
Spain
for Spain.
Yeah, Spain is a desert. It's
Yeah.
a fucking desert, you know?
Yeah. That's why armies go there to die. I've never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. Down now. So one thing I put in my notes to mention after we were done, to ask the GM to read and probably rule on, the shield thing.
Mm-hmm.
The way it's written, it specifically talks about adding to the defender. So to me, it kind of reads like, okay, you've lost the roll off, but you add 2. That's kind of your final, like, you know, to take it down a level or